これ入ってっかな。入んねえな。入ってる。お、これは一旦じゃねオッケーオッケー管理違うね。おい、オッケー。違うよ。戻るよ。でもな、逆に言うと、こっからね、つなげれねえんだよな。YouTube、ダッシュボードじゃねえもんな。こっから、コピー、貼り付け、全部一旦消そう。はい。で、これで貼り付け、接続、はーい。はーい。今、Y が配信をしてる動画が、どれだあった。これがあるから、動画が、これを、どれだあった。B。これがあるから、動画が、これを、どれだあった。B。これがあるから、して、動画が接続したら、これを、どれだあった。B。オッケーいけた。これがあるから、すっげえ、めっちゃ、大変なことになってる。一旦コメントしようか。来た。これはいったか。
少々さん、
やったやっといったー。これでいけたんじゃない。誰か来ねえかな。え、これでいけた。とりあえず、これで一旦フォートナイトを開いてみよう。これでゲームを入んなかったら、元も子もねえからな。お前はいらねえぞ。お前いらねえぞ。お前いらねえぞ。うん、そう。オッケー、いったね。とりあえずいった。まあ、こんな感じか。ストップ確認。正直言うとあれやな。コメントが読めんな。2ディスプレイがいいけど、うまくできねえんだよ、これが。
藤原光さん、こんばんは。
あ、アキラさん。コウさんじゃねえんだよな。アキラさんなんだけどな。 やさいい感じじゃないですか。ゲーム音とかちゃんと入ってるし、ノイズもとりあえず消えてるし、いいかな。そうですよ、いつものアカウントに戻りました。イエーイ。
藤原光さん、ちょいい感じ。
いい感じですね。いい感じ。いつものアカウントに。前までもう本当にクソみてえな好きにしかなかったですから。ほら、やっと帰ってきた。やっとこっちのアカウントで配信できるって思うと、興奮しちゃうわ。イエーイ。長かった。長かった。お気に入りのセット。とりあえずここで雑談っすね。で、一旦これとちょっと一旦小さくして、このさあこうしたないとゲーム音は入らないし、こうしたらゲーム音は入んないのかな。これをもう一つのモニターに移すっていうのをしたいんですけど、もう一つのモニターがうまくつながんないからダメなんですよね。接続しようと思っても信号が受信されないから、どうしても今まで通りスマホで確認するしかないんですよ、コメント。みんないるわ。PC に詳しい人来てくんねえかな。詳しい人いねえかな。このバッグめっちゃ好きなんですよね。いいっすね。ぐらいかな。言うて課金してますからね。でもこっちのアカウント初めてでしょうけど、言うて課金してます。本アカの方は。言うてとか言いながら全然か。カージ似合うの。これとか結構似合いますね。音声がいやー、微妙やな、これは。やっぱこれかな、一番似合うかな。言ってしまえばこのクロークシャドウのこれが欲しい。やっぱテクニックだわ。テクニック最高。長かった。そういえば声は入ってるよね、さすがに入ってるよね。 入ったよかったよかった。いやー、配信の準備はしたのはいいけど、あれだったんですよ、棒読みちゃんの導入の仕方わかんなくて。
藤原光さん、声は聞こえる。
声が聞こえる。よかったです。よかったです。配信の準備はしてたんですよ。アカウントの接続とか。その他もろもろはしてたんですけど、棒読みちゃん忘れてたと思って。棒読みちゃん入れてえなとか思ってやってみたらめんどくせえ。どうやればいいかわかんねえって。11時ぐらいに起きたんで、なんとも言えないんですけど。11時に起きてそこから調整してみたいな。いやー、やっといけた。さすがにもう2時だ。あ、そういえば、あきらさんって、あれですか、夏休み入りましたか？ついに。多分夏休みですよね。
藤原光さん、宿題多い。
宿題多い。ああ、まあ宿題は仕方ない。どうしても宿題は出るもんですからね。よいしょ。一旦クリエイティブに行ってみよう。これで、バカみてえにラグいとかなったらうわ、びっくり。バカみてえにラグいとかなったら嫌だもんな。ラグい。ああ、ああ、ああ、安定した。一回サーバーを、なんていうんですかね、自動ってあるじゃないですか。これにしてたら、アメリカ東に飛んだことあるんですよ。マジで意味深じゃないですか。アメリカ東に飛ばすな。場合、日本積みじゃ。
藤原光さん、謎。
謎っすよね。いや、ちょっとどうでもいいんすけど、キー配置変えたら縦積みできなくなったっていう。終わったんすよね、マジで。やべえ。今回はちょっと緩めに行きましょう。緩めに。今日は。10分程度やります。ああ。よかったら、アキラさんやります一緒。ああ。
藤原光さん、今めっちゃ眠い。
いやー、じゃあもう全然寝てもらっていいっす。大丈夫っす、大丈夫。もう、来てもらっただけでめっちゃありがたいっす。もういろいろ、いろいろ分かったんで、めっちゃ嬉しいっす。ありがとうございます。明日の昼間、やってみようかな、とりあえず。
藤原光さん、瀕死、起きてるだけで。
もう全然もう、無理しないでください。やっぱ無理されるの
藤
が。
原光さん、奇跡。
いや、もう、そんぐらいなら、全然大丈夫っす。 そういえばマウスを変えたかったんですよね。よいしょ。よいしょよいしょ。物置に眠ってたこのマウス。
藤原興さん、お先に寝ます。
お先に大丈夫ですよ。おやすみなさい。じゃあ、また次の配信でお会いしましょう。おやすみなさい。よいしょ。マウスが。
藤原興さん、お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様でした。ではでは。ゆっくり寝てください。もう2時なんでね。もう2時なんで。よっこいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。で、どうやったっけ？マウスバンジーの付け方忘れた。いっていって。オッケーオッケー。だよ。これでマウスの取り付けが完了と。ガシャコン。これだと確かね、感度がくっそ早いんだよ。こっちだと感度がクソほど早いから、DPI の調整をしたかったけど、どっちが。キー配置だ、キー配置。違う。違う、めっちゃ下まで行ってた。タブ。オートダッシュが。ダッシュがね、J なんだよな。もう一つが何だったっけ？覚えてない。よし、行こう。で一旦閉じよう。閉じる。違う。待って待って待って待って待って。で、これを開く。こう。850とかじゃなかったっけ？今 DPI。もうちょい低かったっけ？うん。めっちゃ見にくい。もうこんぐらいかな。違う違う違う違う。テスト配信。マウスが。これも変えれんだよな。確か。確か。そうしかってなんやねんって。新しいコマンド。キーストロークス。マウス機能。コピーでいいでしょ。設定。フルスクリーン。OK。 DPI こんなもんだったっけ。一旦 USB でつなげばわかる。で、ちょっとちっちゃくして、こうして、これの DPI800 だよね。じゃあこっちの DPI が、じゃあ900だから高いんか。一旦 DPI のサイクルに戻して、一旦戻して、
つかぽんさん、
つかぽんこんばんは。つかぽんちゃんこんばんは。で、4、800、OK。で、これは閉じていいと。OK。つかぽん、つかぽん、つかぽんって言い方あれだな。ねえな、つかさんこんばんは。テストでやってます。
つかぽんさん、眠すぎる。
寝なさい。11時に起きたせいでちょっと、眠くない。昼寝と称して4時から寝てたら、11時に起きたよ。ガチでやべえ。縦積みができね
つかぽんさん、キモ。
そういうこと言うなって、肝とか言うなって。やば。ラグいラグいラグい。はいはいはい。はいはいはい。回線が弱え、うちの。
エトザウルスさん、エッチじゃん。つかぽんさん、じゃあ飯食ってないやん。
いや、飯は、食ってない。腹減った。さん、こんばんは。ラグいな。階段が出ねえんだよ、縦積みの。しっかり押してるはずなのに。飯は食わんくても生きていける。以上。そんな感じね。オッケーオッケー。
エトザウルスさん、明日朝バイトですか？
明日の朝は休みですね。土日お休みもらいました。久しぶりの土日休み。やだ縦積み。縦積み。誰かいないかな。つかさんでも。いねえよ。
エトザウルスさん、そんなラグいのか、わら。つかぽんさん、今さっき落ちたんやん。
今さっきよ。なんかちょっとラグいっすね。このシステム書き 的だよな。考えたやつ天才すぎなんだよ、ほんと。はーい。はーい。縦積みができねえ、キー配置変えて。キー配置のせいでね、なんか縦積みがしにくいんすよ。縦積みが、やだ。そっから変えるかって思ったら、ちょっとさすがにそっから変えれないしな。ほっ。ほっ。床がない。階段がない。はい。
スカポンさん、私は寝ますでございます。
寝ますでございます。了解でございます。了解でございます。じゃあまた。
スカポンさん、おやすみ。
おやすみ。また明日やるかも。ちゃんとした配信をやるかも。
ザウルスさん、浮くみたいけど、寝るのを優先しようかな。
いやいや、寝てもいいっすよ、全然。てか、寝た方がいいっすよ。ワールドカップ見るのもいいですけど。今日ってあれでしたっけ？デュオでしたっけ？確か。なんかここになかったっけ？チャレンジ。スイッチオン。
ザウルスさん、仕事なうだからな。
仕事か。お、モングラールいるじゃん。ちょっと見よう。行った見よう。仕事中はやばいっすね。モングラールだ。グラールだ。
スカポンさん、スカベルいたよ。
スカベル出た？いた？スカベルはまあ、分かってるよ。大丈夫。モングラール出てた。
ザウルスさん、ベルスカ見たいんだよな。
ベルスカ見たいっすよね。日本代表。やっぱ、これ見ると建築できなくなるんだよな。ラグすぎて。ラグすぎてどうも建築できねえんだよ。ワールドカップ鑑賞会にしますか。何のカウントダウンだこれは。お、始まるのますか。
ザウルスさん、寝れんくなるから、わら。
寝れんくなる。じゃあこのままつけとこうかなーって。
ザウルスさん、1試合見て寝るか。
ですね。自分もそんぐらいでしましょっかな。このおっさんすげえな。DJ やってんだろう。
ザウルスさん、画面でかくなる？
画面ロビーに戻ります。一旦一旦戻ってちょっと大画面で見ますか。なんか Windows 開いて。オン。あったあった。これでこんな。早く来いよ。あった。そうですね。ちょっと画質が悪いけど、まあそこらはちょっと置いといてください。 画質悪いな。見に来てえな。
エトザウルスさん、画質上げてみたら？
画質、なんか、上げれないんすよね。こっから。多分なんか、あれなんすよ。回線が弱いんすよ。
leads to this. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to be here because we're about to see the greatest Fortnite players in the world go up against each other in duos competition. Millions in prizing on the line, and most importantly, what's right behind me, the championship, the trophy, and the first Fortnite World Champion. We're gonna crown that today.
仕方ないっすよ、そんな。絶望しないでくださいよ。すげえ応援ガチでいる。後ろでこんなんされたら邪魔だろうな。プレイ集中できんだろう。
エトザウルスさん、20くらい以内で3000万。だ角からやばいよね。わら。チャオさん、こんばんは。お腹が空いたので来ました。
チャオさん、こんばんは。お腹が空きました。ここの配信に来たところで、あれですよ。飯は出てこないですよ。飯は出てこないですよ。
You're just pumped. You've had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You've managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times here in New York City. And obviously, our players are here to win a world championship. And the good news is we have two players.
チャオさん、チキンラーメンくれると聞いたのですが、わら。
あれ入ってますよ。あれ入ってますよ。大丈夫ですか？お、エイデンじゃん。すげえ。
エトザウルスさん、芦田愛菜。
芦田愛菜。エイデンすげえ。エイデンやっぱでけえな。横にでけえ。
And time again with Sean on mouse and keyboard, one of the most mechanically skilled and gifted players in all of Fortnite. Now, with this combination of one of you on a controller and one of you on mouse and keyboard, there's got to be some pretty unique strategy that you guys can pull together. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like it's just insane watching.
エトザウルスさん、ワールドカップ全部見たら4時、5時なる、わら。
4時5時はやばいっすよね。
1000%. Now, Sean, you both competed in the Pro-Am yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We all know that was a very sweaty lobby. But your thought process, your strategy going into today, tell me how that differs from yesterday and your performance there.
Well, I think yesterday was like super fast-paced. You need to get kills to play slow.
なんて言ってるかわかんない。何言ってんだろこいつは。
徳ある、1107さん、おはようございます。
おはよう。おはよう。マルリンおはよう。ワールドカップだよ。
New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm gonna ask you one more time.
徳ある、1107さん、眠い。
寝ろや。寝ろや、あんた。眠いなら寝ろ。
エトザウルスさん、始まるぞー。チャオさん、頑張ります。ですよ、きっと、わら。エトザウルスさん、ワクテカ。
あ、忍者。あ、右の人の名前が出てこねえんだよな。この人は面白いよ。うまいし、重い。
Well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance, Tyler Ninja Blevins. I am so excited for today's action. Ninja, dude, the emotion here is insane.
You have no idea, man. These guys have been playing for months.
チャオさんは英語わかるんでね。チャオさんに翻訳任せました。翻訳任せました。テスト配信がなんかすっげえことになってんだけど。いいや。
Rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So, this is duos. If you place in the top 15 duos in this game, they earn 3
ポイント制なんか。
エトザウルスさん、チャオさん、英検10段だから。
10段はさすが。いや、やべえよな。100、1000万、10万。300ドル。80、100、1000万、10万。100万。300万ドルでしょ。300万ドル。3億でしょ、1位。やばやばでも11位から50位でも1000万もらえるってことじゃん。やべえよな。500万ずつでしょ。これ
チャオさん、3億欲しい。
欲しいですね。3億欲しい。やっぱ忍者の髪型あれっすよね。光を真似してますね。半分半分で色違いますから。光るリスペクト。
エトザウルスさん、ゲームやってるだけでこんなんおかしい世界だ。
ですね。
チャオさん、最下位でも500万。って。
いやー、やばいよ。最下位でもそんだけもらえるって。あ、でもそんぐらいすごいことっすからね。モングラール。モングラールとミトロ。
エトザウルスさん、ビリでも500万。わら。
やばいっすよね、規模が。規模がやばい、本当に。モングラールとミトロ、なかなかすごい組み合わせやな、やっぱ。サベージ。
エトザウルスさん、余裕で年収超えられるんだが。
余裕じゃないですか、多分。ポケモン無理ですね。サベージだ。俺の知ってるサベージじゃなかったわ。
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well, and I mean, literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads is, it's like it's art, man. You know what these guys do? It's art. So enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40 plus eliminations in season 9, which is unheard of, all by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways to watch this weekend. I've been just looking on my phone already. I'm seeing a million plus of you guys tuning on in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some different individual feeds there that will be a crazy unique way to watch Fortnite competitive for the first time.
エトザウルスさん、今日のアイテムショップ激アツでしたね。
激アツでした？あー、そっか、マシュメロでしたね。昨日の3時か4時ぐらいの時点で知ってましたよ。つかさん 3,4 時間話してたんでクリエイティブのハブでずーっと 3,4 時間話してた。
In the qualifying matches on Sunday, you're playing against, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things that
あ、そっか、あれか。なんか、あれには入れるけど、あ、ベルスカ来た。ベルスカ。
I'd absolutely love to. So, unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination,
スカくんじゃん。スカくんじゃん。かわいい。
エトザウルスさん、お、始まる。
始まりますね。ベルスカ映ったよ。
Yep, and remember that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock down an opponent. So if I knock a player, you'll see in this A lot more times, teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a look at the lobby screen, and you know, Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier when the players were warming up earlier today because they got some warm-up games in. Obviously, for many of them, it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them.
チャオさん、頑張ってほしいですね。
ですね、ベルスカ。日本代表、頑張ってほしい。
This weekend at 16. What would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. Why did I even ask that? Probably
16, man. Just a bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same
時
as
期
today.
で伝わるかあれなんですけど、フェイズの
エトザウルスさん、ダルマさんとこ同時視聴1万超えてるのすごい、わら。
だるまさんすごいっすよね。1万超えるってなかなか。フェイズスウェイって出てんのかな。わかりますかね。スウェイめっちゃ好きなんですよね。あ、サベージが映ってる。
チャオさん、昨日も1万5000超えてましたね。
ですね。昨日はだるまさんのところで見てました。
エトザウルスさん、前は17万だったらしい、わら。
17万はやばいです。
エトザウルスさん、パッと最強の人。
あー、フェイズスウェイの人か。あの人すぎるよな、スウェイ。
Getting over that, that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first, that's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about. In the second game, the third game, oh my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down, you're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us, but again,
エトザウルスさん、あの人はやばい、わら。
はやばい。フェイズのスウェイっていうね。あの人本当にやべえんだよな。
It's a fun little, you know, hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we were literally getting like angry and like, but also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to.
一時期はゴーストのエイデンがやばいって言われてたけど、やっぱスウェイがやべえんだよな、本当。
Go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of prop hunt that we play, but again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, prop hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings, obviously.
それにしてもこんな時間まで起
エトザウルスさん、はよ始まれよダブル焦らしすぎ、わら。
ですね。 もうじらさないでほしいですね。逆に言うとみんなあれですよ、最後の調整してるんですよ。エモートしてますけど、めっちゃめっちゃエモートしてるけど、やーべえ気持ち悪い。みんな調整してんだよな。わあ、ベルスカ映っとる。大々的に映ってるよ。
When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
We'll do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know,
hey,
tournament, any advice, right? You know, exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and, you know, no shoes at home, that's what you're going to do.
得ある、1173、これデュオ？
これデュオ、うん、そうやな。ワールドカップのデュオよ。
エトザウルスさん、日本からも相当支援金もらってると思うよ。
ですね。
Not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I've even heard of stuff as far as like don't change your sleep schedule and absolutely for this. Like literally take it like it normally is. Now, again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line of the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today.
みんな緊張してんだろうな。顔のパネル持ってるってなかなか。
That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
もうすぐ始まるんじゃない？
place, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode.
エトザウルスさん、俺なら多分手震えて失神するわ。わら。
やばいっすよね、この緊張感は。
We're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up and.
エトさん出るとしたらあれですよ、パッドですよね。
Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated. Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million.
It's unreal. Like if you want to practice with death runs, you need to like do it slow.
この人キャラコンやべえぞ。
And like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu.Can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today. Will you continue to go and play creative match?
エトザウルスさん、来年には出れると思うけど。
エトさん待ってますよ。エトさんがあの台に立ってるの。初顔出しが見れるんですね。
エトザウルスさん、若い子に譲るわ。
譲るんですね。ああ。優しいですね、エトさん。でもプロアマが一番見たかったな。エリーと猫
チャオさん、もちろんモデ2人も同行させてくれますよね。
僕とチャオさんでね、隣に座ってますよ。選手以外の人として。
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won. I'm going to address the elephant in the room here, and it's not Tim the Tab, and you didn't win that, Tyler.
エトザウルスさん、もちろんです。カバン持ち。
やったー、カバン持ちできるわ。カバン持ちできるわ。長いな、もうちょいかな、多分。
I was really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, 300 or 295,000 as a team. I mean, a little whip.
チャオさん、わーい。
Killing it, little ice cream. But
わーい。
it was so incredible. And just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere.
ワールドカップ行けるだけいいっすよ。やっぱ。
You know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people. There were hundreds of people here.
エトザウルスさん、チャオさんはコントローラーだけでいいですよ。少々さんはそれ以外でいいかな？
僕全部負担でかくないですか？負担でかくないですか？
Hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played.
負担がかなりでかい。
Crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 people, like I want that to be a playlist where I can just go and play Junkyard Juke, and it just fills in 32 people. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about should we get the whole squad together or not?
I'm down. Oh, we totally. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. I mean, there's nothing greater when you're.
エトザウルスさん、僕は今日も行きました。トイレ、チャオさん、少々さん、私の荷物もお願いします。わら。
やめてください。ウォシュレットじゃないっすよ。チャオさん、なんか、いつの間にか、あら、ってことは、エトさんの相方はチャオさんってことですね。頑張ってください。で、僕荷物持ちなんで。
We're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want.
早く始まんねえかな。
エトザウルスさん、ちなみに日の丸背負っていくんで、ふんどしですよ。チャオさん、私は大事なコントローラーを持つので。
大事なコントローラー。壊したらやばいっすもんね。お、始まる。
Gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
始まった。
This is going to be intense. I mean, there's nothing more, honestly, nerve-wracking than the initial launch. Off the bus, man. You're flying. someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna be eliminated. Who's gonna be the first one?
Yep.
We don't want to be the first one knocked out in the World Cup. I mean, literally, I knocked him like, as the first.
エトザウルスさん、おー、グアウィン。
I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
Oh, for sure.
やっていきましたね。
We immediately hop on board with my pick to
やっぱ
dominate
ボー
today.
ラーが
Mr.
ある地帯にみんな降りるんですよね、
Savage,
どうしても。
Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and
なんか黄色の傘だ。いいな。
you're flying on into here,
かっ
Ninja.
こよ。
The game's so key, and already Veggie Fishing trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but
やばい
area is
ね。
contested. You see, they're kind of split from each other right now. What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly.
これはサベージの相方か。
Any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I watch these guys play literally every week because they're from.
個人的に今見てた人の相方、ペアが一番うまいかなって思うんですよね。
エトザウルスさん、金の傘は公式大会ビクロイです。
マジか。マジか。すげえな。そう考えるとすげえな。
A northern side zone, so anyone in Happy Hamlet not safe. Polar Peak, Frosty Flights, Paradise Palms, Lucky Landing, all not safe. So we continue to keep an eye on this fight. 98 players remaining right now in this game. Now we mentioned the increased material.
ミスターサベージっていう人とかが個人的に一番うまいな、一番うまいというか一番いいなとは思うんですけど。
エトザウルスさん、自分金だったんですけど、黒に塗りつぶしました。
あー、そういうタイプですね。塗りつぶしていくスタイルですね。アンチは上によると。
エトザウルスさん、その人アマプロ。
アマプロやっぱエトさんさすがっすわ。序盤の争いはきついですよね。
Per limb, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second guess what you want to do. You might play a little bit more passively. No, because of those
めっちゃ画質が悪くなった。
they now have Dusty Divot to themselves.
エトザウルスさん、昨日大会出てましたよ。
うわまあ出てますね。さすがっすわ。
Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here as well as wood. The one material that really be lacking is going to be stone.
Yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be their most valuable asset here, landing in Dusty. What I'm just interested to see is, they have.
あ、スカ君ベルスカやってんじゃん。うわでも厳しいね体力が。
So no ballers. It's going to be very difficult to make it to the late game if you guys don't have some sort of crazy rotation. Shadow bombs.
当たんねえな、やばいね。いいねいいね。
Get the quick elimination onto Brush. And that's going to push back Brush's duo into Fatal Fields and try to hide for a brief moment. Another rough start right there. So much stone in Fatal Fields. I feel like Fatal Fields is a underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very quickly, and then there's definitely some metal that you can gather around. There's a bunch of
この人は早速ソロになった。
tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man.
個人的にスカ君の
エ
方が
トザウルスさん、
うまいと思うんですよ。
なんちゃらって人です。お、偽。
ミスターサベージ。ミスターサベージって人がうまいっすよ。スカベル、頑張れスカベル。あ、でも後ろから蹴ってる。あ、イブットに行くなこれは多分。あ、ショットガンねえもんなこの人。
That will bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you sprint back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map, though, an engagement going out between KBB, Yue, and their duo up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's one by one.
あー、やばい、お互いにやばい。
Absolutely wreaking havoc. Yue ain't trying to take this wall. I think his teammate is not going to be able to stay alive, so it's going to be Zex and Yue. He's got the shield advantage. All he has to do is play this patient. I'm going to be pretty sure that these guys don't have that many materials, so just needs to spray it out and hopefully find a chance to take him down, but he's healing up.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back to full shield. And Yue now in a tough spot. Try to go.
Zach's
押し
definitely
た
going to
な
interrupt this now. He took too long
し
to
てる
circle
け
for res,
ど
but it looks like he's just going to be going for the reloads, taking his time, and he might be dipping out, maybe trying to. He's definitely staying aggressive, but he's going to get the revive off, and now it's a 2-on-1
押してた
again.
らやばいような気もす
Zexro
るけ
staying
ど
confident though, knowing right now still at over
だよな
150 HP, the teammate has to
いやーこれは
the wall comes
厳しい
through,
んじゃねえか
trying to
おお
spray it.
うまい
It's
な
not
さ
gonna
すがやな
happen, and you see Zexro right there, hands right to his head.
やっぱ
Some
うめえ
solid
な
damage done, but Yuang dropped down to
ワールドカッ
59
プレベル
HP.
高え
With that elimination, we'll bump back up to over 100. Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the storm right now. A lot of these players, there's a lot. You guys can't see the screen, but
ベルスカ
they're outside. They're going to have to
感
start
じ
their rotation.
残ってるねさす
And
が
this
に
is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I's reverse. Our strategy was to try to get in those spots where you can beam people who are going to be flying.
エトザウルスさん、似せすぎる。
And just taking advantage of, your incredible accuracy.
A little update too on
コメン
Sizlucky.
トが
They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play. Look at
う
how
まいんすよねやっぱ
slow
ワールドカップに出れるだけの実力があるんで
players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Funk of FaZe Clan currently set on up near Lazy
バグっ
Lagoon.
てるバグってる
Ninja, this is your landing spot that you went to with your duo reverse. What are maybe some little tips and tricks for
ワール
players
ド
that
カッ
don't
プ
like
っ
the
て
landing?
ね
So there's, if you go on
スナイパー持ってんのかなヘビスナはいつでも有効だと思うけど
easily get max wood in arena.
ストームスカウトなんちゃらライフルか
And also there are some
あれは正直微妙だよな
that you can get for about 300 metal, which is, like the most valuable material that you can get. I mean, I'm just 91 players. I mean, have we talked about Storm Surge?
アンチが知れるっていうのはいい点
I
だ
was
けど
gonna
やっ
let that be a
ぱ
bridge when we cross it, but
それで一つアイテム枠潰すってなるとど
we're gonna have Storm Surge in every game.
うしても弱いような気がするんだよな
You guys don't know what Storm Surge is. Basically, the people, the team that has done the least amount of damage.
やっぱアンチを知るっていうのは大事だ
エ
し
トザウルスさん、浮くわ用を足す場所。
It tells the players
それはトイレですねはい
what the damage threshold
違いますよ
is. If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone wants to last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching Letwick and Flexi right now, it's so scrappy, Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to loot up and freely grab
アンチは
everything
今
you
度
want.
下に寄る
Here,
と
I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle,
この
two
1取り
heavy
強えぞ
bullets.
多分
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. I mean, you have every single spot is definitely going to be contested or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds of being caught off guard, and you can get dinked twice with an infantry rifle, and boom, there goes 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players left now in the lobby as Twiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. That will be for 70-plus players. So you keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is going to kind of be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush. Already in the next zone, they're more than happy to get as far up as the medal.
エトザウルスさん、うちには猛者のチャオさんがいるんで、日本初女性よく出ますよ。
あさすがっすわ余裕っすね
Is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone, and honestly, just kind of pray that the circle is going to continue.
まさっきの人たちはどうしても資材がないな
These guys' inventories. One guy just gets knocked in front of him.
いや
Try to save his
相
teammates.
方がやられたな
There's not a lot of rotation items. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pads in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a the rotations late game are going to be nuts. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
And Letwick now all by himself in a 1 versus 2 as his
グール
teammates
じゃん
go
グール
down. You see Parpy and Volks
これ
still
グールっ
quite
て言ってる
healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Parpy still playing in the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent. And look at the material count for Volks. 135 total builds.
チャオさん、昨日、すごかったですからね、私。わら。
何が起きたんすかまさかの超絶神プレイ見せました
You know, it's going to be almost an
僕はクリップにされましたはいあストームサージ
There's the storm surge warning. He's
す
got
げえ
106 above it. You guys can see that, which means that there's somebody who has 106 damage less than them. That is
もう僕扇風機乗ってたらあれですからヘビ砂で抜かれましたから
damage. And that's the beauty of storm
パーンっ
surge.
つ
You
って
don't necessarily only want people kind of just lingering around in their one by ones,
ク
praying
リ
that
ッ
the
クス
circle
もい
moves
る。
to them. You're gonna see some fights that are gonna be forced to break
いや
out
な
because players need to get above that or they're gonna die.
第二収縮で84人
Now
残って
moving
んのがす
towards
げえんだ
the
よ。
Dusty Divot Diner. You see Clicks
I
and
didn't even know you could
Skeptic.
farm this.
Yeah,
強えやっ
the
ぱ。
very young duo from
ボーラー
NA
持ち合って
East,
な
and you just said yourself, I
得
didn't
あ
know you
る
farmed this.
1107 あったな。わらわら。
あったな。うん、俺クリックにされたもん。
No one else can pick up on. Many teams already
あれ
stacking
マジで
here.
笑ったわ。
So many
クリップに
materials
されたっ
being
つって
farmed up, and for a lot of
一人
players,
で
they
興奮
just-
しとったわ。
once they get max, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess
ク
for
リップ
more
にされ
if they
た
need to
やべ
expend
え
a lot
わ
of materials quickly. On the bottom right of your screen, you see a fight going down in Salty Springs. A
チャオ
lot of
さん、
grenades.
全然減りませんよね。
That's gonna be
全然
so
減らない。
hype.
83人。
Hype and a pretty decent
13
squad.
人
Yeah.
残り。
You guys can look up the
で
minimap.
ペアは
Every
44残ってるんですよ。
single team is now in the safe zone.
いいっすね。
Everyone is safe in the next circle. It is
いやでもやっ
moving
ぱ
in.
こういうワールドカップってあれっすよね。
Double
あ
heavy
の、
sniper is in play. Those
なんていうのかな、
guys
ラジカセあったらやばくないっすか。
take out a metal wall. It'll take out pretty much anything. Does 15
そういう面ではラジカ
得ある
セ。
1107普通にうまかった。エトザウルスさん、これはハイスペックパソコンじゃなきゃ耐えれない。わら。
And that changes the
ハイ
game
スペックじゃない
completely.
耐え
Once
れ
you
ない
hear
ですね。
double heavy, you can
だ
no
からパソコン
longer
自体
sit
は
still
あれじゃないですか、
and
ワールドカッ
or
プのあれ
if you
が
know where they're at, you have to make
公
sure
式
エト
が
ザウルスさん、プレステ4なら破裂する。わら。
破裂しますよ、爆発しますよ。周りの環境全部巻き込んで爆発します。
No time to react. There's absolutely zero time to react. And one thing you guys we've talked about are the rotation items. We got 6 shadows for this guy, and they have a baller, so they're sitting pretty up.
Storm Surge active.
Great spot. Absolutely. And you see the zone did just update towards the northern side of this current storm. Storm Surge is now in play, so players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this game. They will just rotate on out of here. Hype and Serpent don't want the fight, and that's Jay. Now quite weak with Storm Surge beginning to tick in. Quentin and Lanouf now having to push a fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go. Getting dropped by Storm Surge. Unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Jeez, man, Storm Surge really does just force people into some pretty tricky situations. But again, man, it just goes to show a lot of aggressiveness is going to pay off for teams, man. You don't want to be put in that situation where, you know, you have to desperate and push. Maybe a duo that's better than you in combat. You know what I mean? And Airwax and Nikov
That's a replay.
Was that a replay? They just went down.
Airwax and Nikov are winners. Well, Airwax at least are back-to-back winner of the Pro-Am. Does go down. Airwax double qualified as well. Tough first game for them, as they do go out quite early on. 71 players left in this game, 38 duos. Again, it's a slow crawl as everyone begins to drop. Have you ever seen anything like this in competitive?
No, I think that the only time that
他にベルスカはまだやられてないかな。
were they didn't really chunk that much and they were more centralized in the beginning of competitive. So really no one
サ
had
ベ
to
ージ生き
rotate
てるや
that
っ
much,
ぱ
no one had to
強え
fight.
な
So now that these circles are really just kind of moving around the map, you can't really predict them. I mean, you're getting these players who have again the great aim and they're just beaming people who are focusing on trying to rotate in the circle. Now look, there's so many people
あ
coming
ーベルスカちゃんと生きてるね。
I mean, it's just free kills if you guys are in a top
画面中央上部に
solid aim, man. You're a Texture right now already getting beamed. He's spamming the spacebar, trying to make it as difficult as possible to hit.
この人ダスティにいた人
Right now, where's he gonna land? Look at all these people
弾
who
が
are already boxed up. They're already creating these tunnels. More shots coming down, and he's gonna be able to make it. 8 grenades. So that's gonna be. I mean, if he can get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, 8 grenades, he might be able to clean up those kills too.
Yep, that's right there. They do box up in time. Did take some shield damage, but thankfully they have some minis to replenish that in just a few brief moments, as there's Eclipse now using them. He's got his teammate right next door as well. Medkit, looks like they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Saving the campfire for the late game, it appears.
あめっちゃ残っ
エトザウ
てる
ルスさん、
ね。
飛ぶとヘイト絶対買う。わら。
飛ぶのやばいっすね。おモングラルだ。
They're set up currently in this zone. 68
フォートナイトの振動や。
Love watching this guy play, man. I'm serious. I mean, here's you just check his inventory. Only got 2 guns.
あ
Right
ミ
now.
トロもちゃんと生
Inventory
きてるね。
combat shotgun, so he has no spray guns. All right, spray guns are you know anything to an SMG, tactical assault rifle, SCAR, anything like that. You know, we've got to have a gun that can shoot pretty quickly to kill players and hit players through their 1-bys. You know, very difficult.
And
Look at that healing too, though.
Yeah.
5 slurps, 2 slurps, 5 chug splashes.
And they already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
Super close to the zone as well.
どうしても投げ物が強いんだよな。
Materials-wise, look at that, 135 total builds. They're in a fantastic position to make some noise in game number 1. We'll definitely keep up to date with them. The slipstream slowly inching towards where it begins to shut down Ninja, but with so many slipstreams still available in this current zone, a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs. There's your whole map right there, the eastern side of the zone. None of these players really going to be into play. They're going to have to inch a little bit more towards Loot Lake if they want to be safe.
Some of the best, I mean, look, these are the best players in the world, and look how close they are to one another, man. I'm so excited when they actually have to force.
ここら辺からちょっとずつ減り始めるね。
I'm sorry, man. I just can't, man. You guys notice also, Stinks, man, these players are so talented. It's going to be so hard to spray through their walls and actually deal damage to them. So you need things like grenades, like Stinks, right? Little fart bombs is what I like to call them, to force people out of their 1x1s and try to shoot them as they're rotating away and trying to build new 1x1s to dodge the Stinks.
You see the Stinks right now going down on Mongrel! And Mongrel gets
Mongrelやられた。
as it seemed like the lobby began to focus him right there.
嘘。
His duo is still alive.
With good rotation, luckily.
モングラールがやられた。かつれられたな。
The next Storm Surge has begun to kick on in. Intro. 12 damage below, will have to begin to put shots down range.
やばいね。
The zone pushing as well. So in this position, with the
ミトロ
zone
痛え
at their
な、
back,
この
Mitro's goal, spray at players who have to
グラールいなくなったのは辛いな。
they can go. They can't afford to take storm damage. They've got to push right at him, and Mitro knows that. Now begins the fire. Dubs just below as well. One of the players who qualified multiple times through solos and then once in duos.
They also have some great rotation. 2 ballers still intact. And here's the thing that you just mentioned, all these players who are going to be rotating in, being forced to rotate in, everyone knows that.
Very little ammo though. Look, these are the last 9 assault rifle shots in Dubs' inventory. It is getting scrappy, folks. And there's the split. Still though, only 80, meaning combined between the two, they really only have about 150 shots to work with. The zone still pushing. 61 players left. Reminder, folks, this is game number 1 of 6 today in the duos competition. Dubs does go down as a player got that.
この人めっちゃ今切れてた。なんで閉めたんだよって言ってたよ。
He's gonna be able to pop that start. He's got
the storm surge on.
He's trying to be aggressive. Oh, he's still
ザウルスさん、日本勢は
to revive his teammates.
日本勢はまだ生きてんのかな。どうなんですか。ああ、言ってえな、この人。 ストームサージめっちゃ食らってんな。
Barely keeping him alive. Hitting him for 25 damage every time it winds up ticking. There it is again, dropping.
ストームサージマジで痛えな。
Some big damage right there, still below. As players are continuing to drop all around, but Mega doing a solid job of keeping himself alive right now through the storm surge. Fantastic composure again, one of the young players on this stage looking to try to secure the title of Fortnite World Champion. No more Dubs. The duo
Still
okay,
down.
So
now
above.
Finally above.
Yep.
Finally above. And guess what? The most important thing to realize, guys, look at that rotation. Yes, he's alone. Yes, his teammate's down. But he has an incredible kit to not only make it to late game, but maybe even clutch this win out.
He dropped the
shotgun.
Okay, there you go.
Got the combat shotgun, one of the greatest shotguns to have late game. Does incredible damage, long range and close range. And all the guys
日本勢まだ生きてるっしょ、さすがに。
massive amounts of distance needs to be covered.
This
And this
storm
is it.
surge is insane. It's still going on.
Finally taken out.
ここまで混戦するともう適当にスティンク投げても当たるような気がするんだよな。
Thomas drops some ammo right there for his teammate.
適当にホイって投げたら。
That epic infantry rifle, one of your favorite weapons, Ninja. What is so good about that assault rifle?
It 100% rewards pinpoint accurate players, right? There's no bloom necessary. Your marker, your aim is right on their head. Boom. You're going to get that headshot. You're going to get 80 points of damage. And there's now the upgraded versions, the Legendary and the Epic, have 10 shots instead of 8. So, I mean, it just packs a punch, man. It can really catch players off guard. And that's exactly what you're going to need when you're playing against...
ザウルスさん、いるのかなわら。
視点がもう移動しねえし、名前も見えないですよね。で、欲しい。キルログ見てなかったから何も分かんなかったけど。あれやられてるまさか。いや、それは日本勢としてちょっとやばいよ、それは。
very quickly. These people are going to potentially get stuck on their launch pads because there's so much frequent building. It's going to be nuts. And who's going to try to take
やられて、あ、いる。ベルって出た今多分。左下の方にベルって出た。多分今カメラの下の方に、真下の方にいると思う。あ、いいね。
slowly bouncing off.
いやーレベル高え。
Does land. Yes, but taking no storm damage, just playing right on the edge of it. Yeah, right on the edge of the zone right now. Will just stay boxed up for a brief moment. As now there's 36 players remaining, stomping in the elimination feed. Arkram now goes down as well. You can see the elimination feed on the top left to keep track of your favorite players. There's so much is going on.
ザウルスさん、生きてるって。
多分
生きてますね。見えてないだけで生きてますよね。あ、でもサベージ強え、やっぱ。ハイグラ取ってんだよな、強え。あ、スカ君生きてる、スカ君。ベル君の名前
ザウルスさん、アリケンさんとこで見てきました。
アリケンさんとこですか。でもベル君いなくね。スカ君は生きてるのを見える。ベル君ワンチャン死んだな。いやー、サベージうめえ。建築あと4枚だけど強え、やっぱ。
But 20 duos, there's almost no duos remaining, Ninja.
Right, it's all solos, and this is kind of what's going to happen, man.
Mr.
Savage got down shot.
And listen, Benji's been in this position before. We know he can handle it. Nitro's still in the game as well. I just saw him. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage. Benji's just going to try. Look at the heroes. Not a lot left. They're only using their shadows. I think he has one.
これは下取ってもいいよな。
That's it. That's all he has.
He's got 10 total builds.
10 total builds.
あ、スカ君は生きてる、スカ君生きてる。ベル君がいないから多分、ベル君は死んだかな。あ、でも、スカ君強い強い強い。マックスマックス体力。体力マックス今んとこ。強い強い強い、これは。強い強い、今の時点でノーダメは強い。でもその代わり資材はきつそうだな、多分。ベンジやられる。おわっ、でもスカ君生きれるか。ナイス、スカ君ナイス。スカ君勝ってる。でも2-1、うわー、さすがに厳しいか。惜しかったな、途中まで惜しかったな、めっちゃ。惜しかった、今のは。
And I've watched so many games of competitive Fortnite, Ninja. They were the only duo left with still like 18 players remaining. When they get the high ground like that, they send one player down to get close. Scar was already, and there's just no shot.
階段で上に行こうとは。
ザウルスさん、スカ君にくらいはやばい。わら。
でも2位になれるだけすごいですからね、やっぱ。
チャオさん、最後一気に減るんですね。
最後一気に減りますね、やっぱ。どうしても。
Brilliant performance. You know that their game plan is always last as long as possible.
Absolutely.
But the fact that they made it through those storm surges, even with them not getting very aggressive, they had 0 elims down to those final few moments. Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy, we have to talk about them for a second as well. The European young duo, they were on the high ground.
下に行くときはね、エアストライクがあると一番便利なんだよね。下は建築で守られるから食らわないし、上は集中的に放火できる。考えるとエアストライクやべえんだよな。ねえ。
What a sigh of relief for those two.
Incredible first game, and we're only just getting started.
We're only just getting started. Remember, 6 games being played today in the duos competition, in which $15 million.
徳ある、1107さん、こらプレイしてるの同じ人間なのか。
人間やぞ。人間やぞちゃん。ラストなぁ、多分悔しいやろな。今日振られた感じが一番手が強かったもんな。
for me, other things I noticed, man.
やった瞬間撃たれたもんな。
But it comes down to taking note of where you are with the storm surge.
エトザウルスさん、少々さんもパソコンだから本当頑張ればいける。
いやいやいや、無理無理無理。無理無理、本当に。
Like, and these guys, they're not going to let you hit them. You know what I mean? And if you want to put shots on these guys, it's going to be when they're flying in the air, rotating, which you also expose yourself to a sniper shot. You know.
Absolutely.
回線を良くしない。回線を良くするっていうところから始まりますからね。
エトザウルスさん、とりあえず、アリーナ300矢印ですね。
アリーナ300、まだ200止まりです。全然やってね。
Thank you so much, Courage and Ninja. And the first match of the duos competition is over, and the Victor Royale's experience wins out. We talked about Energy Zate and Ghost Saf and how they've been playing so long together, and that endgame was a prime example of textbook Zate and Saf. We're gonna re-roll it one more time, and we're gonna break down kind of how they were able to keep the control. Now, pay attention right away. You can see on the backside, Saf has one angle while Zate is going forward.
エトザウルスさん、では自分は寝ます。チャオさんもおやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。ではでは、また。でもこの人たち2人途中までなんていうの、上中下の中ぐらいにずっといて、サベージがダウンさせたことから上がってったんだよね、やっぱ。
チャオさん、おやすみなさい。
チャオさんも寝ますか
？Thank you very much, Sundown. Great stuff as always there from Unreal Island outside of the venue, enjoying the event themselves.
この右の人なんかすっげえ面白そうな見た目だけど、この人うまいからね、ちゃんと。この人もちゃんとうまいからね。
Who do you think's up top of it right now? Well, guess what?
チャオさん、少々さんは寝ないんですか？
まだ寝ないっすよ。あ、でもスカ君たちすげえな。7キルしてるからちゃんと1位との差ちゃんとついてる。すげえ。1位との差がちゃんと縮まってる。うん、それが出ない。いやでも僅差だな、ポイント。15、14、13、12、11、11、11、11。めっちゃ僅差じゃん。
Again, here are your standings from game number 1. Dubs and Mega, they wind up making it through as well.
でもやっぱこう考えるとキル数と順位残りのポイントはやっぱ侮れないね。また1位になればいいって話じゃないから。
チャオさん、何試合あるんですか？
何試合あるんですかね、それは。わかんないっす。わかんないっす。そんな10試合もないと思いますよ、さすがに。2試合目始まりました。多分5試合とか3試合とか、そんぐらいじゃないですか。めっちゃ適当なこと言いましたけど。個人的にミスターサベージって言った人がめっちゃ好きなんですよね。今さっき優勝した人か。この人どこ行くんだろう。あー、スカイプラットフォームに行くんだ。なんでだろう。いや、ラマの場所めっちゃ寄ってたな。確認したけど。いや、うまい。折り方がうめえな。
Rotation, there's Shadow Bomb Storm, Campfires, Minis. I mean, these are incredibly valuable.
And remember, materials get capped at 500 of each.
チャオさん、その人のどういうところが好きなんですか？
なんていうんですかね、なんか立ち回りとエイムとかなんかいろいろまあ強いですよね、やっぱ。 まあめっちゃイケメンっていうのもあるんですよめっちゃイケメンっていうのもあるゴリゴリのイケメンっていうのもあるんですけどもうやっぱ普通にうまいんですよねあでももうワンパッ潰れてるここには出てないんですけどシンファニーっていう人がいるんですけど個人的には一番の推しです。
そっち
いやそっちじゃないですよそっちじゃないですよさすがに地形ではないですけど普通にイケメンだよっていうだけですよこれといってめっちゃうまいかって言われたら突出したところはないんですけど全体的なスキルがもうレベルが高すぎるというかやばいんですよねシンファニーっていう人は編集の速度が速いって言われててめっちゃ有名なんですよ、
全然 OK です
全然 OK です勘違いしないでくださいそっちじゃないですよそっちじゃないですよ僕はああダウンしたダウンしたね痛いね
maybe sneak a revive, but I just don't see. A lot of these players really are kind of hesitant. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily want to push. There is a third party now. They don't have a lot of shield. Are they going to get off in right play?
いやーこれはやばいおうまいやばやば今のはカイプレイでしょちょっと待って YouTube のちょっと方で見直そうやばちょっと待って今のやべえうわ2発で2人ともやったよやばえげつな痛いね
チャオさんすご
やばいっすね2発で2人ともやるんですよシールド来てないとはいえエイムやべえ
得ある1173やばすぎわらわら
やばいよなうめえそして資材がないなこの人やばいナイスいいねこの人うめえな普通に相方聞けたな
Just need to play the numbers advantage. And again, Storm is about to start moving, so they're going to have to make these plays sooner rather than later.
No ammunition.
健在ねえな
Very few builds. No shields. This spells disaster.
ああこれは仕方ないな
There's the frustration in the player camera right there. Slacks and keys. 2 quick eliminations. But you mentioned they can't afford to do that. It takes so much time in that fight. They've got to go very far still. Now over to Neo Tilted. Clicks and Skeptic. In a fight.
Got some shield. Doesn't necessarily want to use this mini to only get a 10. And he looks like he's trying to obviously take some ults, help his teammate out. No, he's getting taken. With the trap kill, he's gonna
いやうまいうまいうまいうまいやっぱそのトラップうめえないやーやばい
branch out, continue to build these little 1x1s with pyramids, try to confuse your opponents of where you actually are healing up.
Skeptic just 8 builds left. They're trying to stay alive right now. They do have the number advantage. Clicks has time to pop 1 mini, and it looks like they're going to go for it right now. They've made the conscious decision to try to build out, but no. They back up for a moment.
Finally gets a shotgun.
Yep. Shotgun picked up.
ツルハシ欲しいなキャンディーアックスが欲しい
チャオさん少々さんみたいですね
いやなうまくないっすミトロ来たミトロとモングラルが来たこれはこのペア負けたぞ多分これは勝ったぞミトロたちがとりあえず2キルは確定したっしょ マッチ6分の2って書いてあるから、多分あと4、これ合わせて5試合です。はいはい。いやー、モングラールうめえな、やっぱ。編集早っ。あー、でも別から来たな。エイデンがあー、上が。
チャオさん、フェイブルなの？
フェイブルですね。これはエイデン、パッドの鏡じゃねえ、希望。
But it is also a 2-on-1, and they don't know, we don't know how weak this guy is right now, but if he is weak, they're trying to trade, and there's the shotgun shot for over 21 white. Players no shield left, they're going to try to put the pressure.
いや、パッドでこれってやべえよな、やっぱ。
They're both one hit. They can actually grab.
They're going for it. They're saying, you know, you would have thrown the trap down by now. And there it is.
うめえ。
Look at the take from Aiden.
エイデンすげえ。
Jump out to the side, and they'll be rewarded with shields, with materials.
いや、やっば。
There was 2 big shields.
Yeah.
Aiden's got the full health.
That's incredible, man.
You see the stats so far in this game. Aiden has done 434
でもエイデンの相方の体力が厳しいな。
back up to max health. I know Aiden is a crowd favorite here. Every time the camera goes on, there's a big cheer from this sold-out arena.
For those of you guys who do not know, the Storm Circle is about to update right now. We just saw our second one, forcing everyone out of the north.
誰かこのマッチでゴリゴリのキルムーブしてくんねえかな。20キルとかするムーブしてくれたらすげえんだけどな。
High material players right now. A lot of rotation. Oh my god, I can't even. Freaking out, man.
You're getting into it.
Looks like a lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're looking around. They're all gone. There's only one airdrop that's left, which means a lot of players. It's very difficult, man. Going for airdrops is super risky, but it looks like everyone at the World Cup here is taking their chances.
And what's kind of funny with this zone, as you see it on the bottom right side of your map, the slipstreams are there to basically help everyone get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map easily into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot of damage. You might think, oh well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying free damage for Storm Surge when that comes into play, because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching action. But there's 84 teams, 84 players left still.
Yep. I guess that's a testament to our observers backstage.
いや、当てるね。
Does take a bit of storm damage right there. Chug splashes in the inventory.
今のはエイデンかな、さすがに。エイムアシスト。エイムアシストの暴
チャオさん、
力が出たかな。
好きな人の画面が見られたらいいのに。
ですね。
Not everyone is all unanimous about it, right? Some people
うまくいかないんですよね。
something about these splashes. I don't think I've ever seen more positive, reactions from an item being added than when chug splashes were added. I mean, nothing but positivity on Twitter. It was absolutely incredible. I woke up to some delightful posts. Delightful posts. Those of you guys who don't know what they are, each one splash, they come in packs of 2. You can stack up to 6. They give you 20 health, 4 shield, whatever you're missing.
And they're instant. You throw them down to the ground, and
どうでもいいや。
they can be used to heal you and your teammates
どうで
around
もい
you
い
as
や。
well as if you really want to be a troll, your enemy.
グラールはしっかりと来ている。
in the zone, and you talked about this inventory. I'm going to come out and say it right now. There is no way someone in this lobby has a better inventory than what Mongrel has right now. And when you come into this, they were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now, Ninja, where they have a pop-off performance right here. With only 6 games being played after the first 2, they could be your leaders.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from first, man. And they didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before placing points were even rewarded. So,
いいね。
Sean in another
あ、エイデンやってる、エイデンやってる、また。
and his squad, Sean trying to take some walls here. And he's out of light ammo.
Materials.
And he's out of materials. So he can't even spray right now. The only thing you can do is spray an AR, and that's not really going to be effective against top players if you're actually trying to take walls.
Well, the player tried to drop a trap down low to bait Aiden, but Aiden
Ah,
did
ne.
not fall for it this season.
いいダメージ削ったね。
Trying to cover his back. Players beginning to spray on through. Stink bombs dropping, and there's one a limb. Another shot
いや
comes in.
これは決まるか。
Shield, that's why he went for the thirst.
Yep.
And grabbed the mats. 365 mats now. He is, or more than that. He's got.
They've got to get out of the stinks. They've got to get out of the stinks.
So weak 2.
Look at how weak they are.
いや
And don't they can get both Sean and Aiden.
いや、エイデンがやべえな。どっちも体力いいんじゃな。
He's trying to take one by one. Get pushed by more than one person.
Quick reaction from Aiden, but this looks like it could spell
振りに来た
disaster
な。
for the duo. Damage dealt 630.
いやー、それはきついね。
Quick edit comes making plays. Now it's up to Sean. Can he clutch it? Only 2 HP. Got some minis. Picked up some ammunition now for his minigun. But looks like Spades is just way more healthy. And obviously there's 3 other players who are around him as well. So what's he gonna do? Looks like he's going for high ground, smart play, but he's out of meds.
Oh no, he does. He's got wood. He's good. Yeah, we both freaked out.
Gonna put himself in a nice pyramid. For those of you guys who don't know what a brick or a metal pyramid.
Big thing to note. Look at the zone. He has to push. That's it. He has to push. He has 52 health, but the zone is right at his back. He's got to go. Don't even worry about Storm Surge. They're 4
Yeah,
from hitting
as well. Has a shot.
This is done.
いやー、それは厳しいね、さすがに。
To be in any competitive game is being weak, low materials, low
エイ
health,
デ
and
ン、ちょっと
being
不
forced to push.
調やな。
Every time you watch Aiden and whoever he's playing with, they are always the most aggressive, it appears.
Yes.
If you remember the famous moment, I think for me, arguably one of the most famous moments in Fortnite competitive history was the Nick Merckx and Aiden duo where they made it into the big bonus about a year ago.
Oh my God.
And a crowd popped off. Well, they're always scrappy getting into eliminations. Here, the stat popped up for a second. Aiden and Sean had done 600
日本勢はどうだった
damage
かな
in the game.
さすがに
The average in the
生きてて
lobby
ほ
was
しい
80. They
生
were
きててほし
600
い
above in this lobby
願
already.
望が出ちゃうけど
When you fight that much, there's a higher chance of you
いやー
going
痛い
down.
ね
Speaking of potential fights, here's Sizlucky and Brush, who we saw earlier on in the last game at Fatal Fields struggle to stay alive. Now in another tough spot as they're both low on shields and low on health.
Decent rotation items, 2 shadows on the launch pad. Again, I always want to keep stressing that because you guys have some launch pads, even 1 shadow. 1 shadow can get you into another zone, right?
Yep.
Which is going to hopefully get you those placement points that you need, or even put you in a position to get some eliminations. But yeah, as you said with Aiden, we mentioned.
はいベルスカがめっちゃ映らん全然
Are
映
they
ら
going
ん
to do anything different here in the World Cup? And guess what? I'm pretty sure we can say that Aiden's squad is not doing anything different. They're being incredibly aggressive. They're putting the damage down. And unfortunately, there were just too many players who took advantage that they were weak.
And that was the top 5 leading into this game.
1位と5位だけわかんねえ
right there on your
2、
screen.
3、4だけ
Where
は
the
わかる
leaderboard is at the moment. Petro and Mongrel staying alive,
In a great spot.
holding this pyramid edit. And for people at home who might not know, he's kind of
high.
exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his build.
Correct. As you guys are
狙うね
pyramid, you hit edit on it. You cannot be seen, right? And you can also see through it. It's a very amazing.
徳ある、1107さん、ワンチャンやられたのか
ワンチャンやられた説あるよな
Battle Royale experience, man. Blue T is in the storm, taking damage, a lot of damage, and he's still going to be rotating. Rogue taking damage as well. Thomas gonna have to make some
い
plays.
やここのアンチ
And there
アン
goes
チやべえ
Just
な
got knocked. 66 players remain, and this storm is kind of moving a little bit away from Pleasant Park. But it's once you have a high ground mountain in play, I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to go north.
There's 3 high ground mountains in play, and
Really mixes it up late
and
game.
a drone ship that people can wind up going on
いや
top
なん
of.
かやられてそうな予感がして
Oh,
怖えな
absolutely. If you guys can get up on top of those, guess what? You have ultimate high ground on the map without having to place any mats.
Yep.
It's incredible. You can't get sniped from above, and you can deal as much damage as you want. Also, it's incredibly difficult to shoot players that are up there.
100%.
But it's important to know that after the 5th circle closes in, those air vents will stop working. So if you don't have
ほんと
any
出ねえもんな
rotation to
全
get
然
that glider redeploy,
Yikes.
anything like that, yikes. That's a massive yikes. So you have to pray that someone puts a launch pad down underneath it somehow
Yep.
and go for it.
Yeah,
Just
but
risk it all.
Most of these teams won't mess that up. Now, we talked about our Game 1 winners, the team that took home the Victory Royale, which is, again, 10 placement points, the max you can get for placement in these games. It was Zayt and Saf, and they're currently set on up in this zone for the moment.
Did they just get the zone as well? Are they the yellow team in the mini-map? I mean, they're close enough for sure. I can see. I think no, actually no. They got to rotate a little bit, but look, they got 4 shockwave grenades.
Yep. And they'll be all right. They'll be able to make it happen.
いやこれは
Here we go.
嫌な予
They
感
have
す
to
るね
rotate the farthest. Look at how many stack players are on this side of the
あ
lobby
れは
right
や
now.
られ
They're
てい
all
る
gonna
説あ
have
る
to
な
move
初動
very soon. Yeah.
初動落ちたかまさか
Tough rotation ahead. Slacks and keys. Watch them fight a little bit earlier on against
It's like he's
Landjock
waiting
and
to pop
Punisher.
those heals till his teammate comes in.
Yep.
No, he missed one. He
Didn't miss.
He
No,
missed
teammate's
it.
full. Teammate's full. Don't
Okay,
worry.
it doesn't matter. Geez.
Teammate's full.
You know, I was playing with Myth the other day, and he was using a lot of chug splashes without me, so, you know, I'm really sensitive on it. I'm still really sensitive.
We'll let you and Myth handle that one. As again, it seems like some tension there, but
あーいねえな
in this fight. This is game 2 of 6, folks. The matches will be going on throughout the day. 62 players left in this one, 35 duos. And you see Arkram and Falconer. It looks like they did a duo shockwave to try to fly
徳あ
across
る
the map to
1107さん、死んだくさい。
begins to move on, and
よね
more storm surge will
ぽいね
begin to come into play as well.
Jack, I got a
やられた
question
か
for you, man.
Yes.
Once these circles
痛いね
start closing in, they're so small. What do you think is the play? To rotate in right away once it's revealed if you're far out, or to wait and be the last team?
For me, it completely comes down to what you have left, what you have in your inventory, where you are at, the leaderboards as well. If I'm in a position where I know I need to make some ground up,
有利ポジ取りに行き過ぎたか。
and try to begin to spray back on the opponents to get some free eliminations.
Yes.
If you get the zone on you, you begin to just build on up and get that height so you can
あ、で
spray
も
on
サベージ
down
生きてる。
as
す
well.
げえ。
In this one though, again, all comes down to
え、
rotation. If you
サベージの相方いねえよ。
far away, I think you play late and hope someone else drops a launch pad near you and use that community pad to your advantage.
Yeah, we're looking over here at Yuang, 3 eliminations, sitting here with some very good materials, and definitely a very delicious loadout. Anyone with a heavy sniper and a blue SMG in a combat.
And remember, he started the game in Snobby Shores with that clutch when KBB did go down, so they're still in this one
He
because
still has that beautiful blue combat where he clutched it with, man.
Yes, he does, and all the materials he could ever ask for, nearly 100 builds in this one.
You see they're marking right now. I think they have a double heavy sniper combo.
They're either marking double heavy or they're saying, focus this, the zone's closing there.
We're gonna find out soon enough. It literally looks like he's marking exactly. He's trying to look and see. Yep,
Oh, they do a
double heavy sniper.
And Ninja called it, the man knows, they see one, and oh!
いやー、ダメ
Exactly
か。
what Jack talked about earlier. You need 2 walls, 2 layers protecting you from one of those walls so that double sniper will not take you down.
But they've got the tools, the key to open all doors, as I put it. And this zone, Ninja,
It just moved over a mountain, man.
it just moved onto the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play. But at the same time, Ninja, half of the low ground still in play, so it's not as bad a position.
いやー、今の当てるか。
Here's a look at Mongrel Mitro.
モングラル AV
Mongrel did go
な。
down early on in the last game. He's got to back on up because he's burning through materials very, very quickly. They're far above this storm surge, so they're good for the moment. And there's the replenish from his teammate in Mitro. 64 total builds left.
Always see them doing this. They always split half and half match with one another, and then they go and collect the others. And it's just a perfect way of making sure that you guys
モングラルここら辺で敵倒さな厳しいぞ。
Zap just sneaking up through with that shadow bomb. The spray coming in from Mongrel. Stink bomb is hit as well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun firing too. The lobby now picking up quick as we move into our pit zone.
The storm is closing in, and that's going to be forcing everyone to get into where the safe zone is right now. It is moving in towards Pleasant Park. Guys, this is absolutely insane. 51 players still remain, by the way, in a circle this small. They're just trying to get as many limbs possible as people are rotating in.
Mitro on the bottom right of your screen with that minigun has 631 bullets to spray down with Mongrel in a fight. Gets one player weak, but does have to back on him.
Didn't get the clutch. Someone else stole the kill from him.
Mitro gets choked as well.
Still have a launch pad, but again, when you're in a situation like this, low ground,
いや、モングラル、あー、厳しいな、そのグレーは。
going to be eliminated, and
モングラルペアが。
went down as well.
And you see Cease in the elimination feed. Does look like, remember early on, Elevate did go down. There's so delicious. They go for it.
この人今さっき優勝した人やけど、慎重やな。
So many materials. This is game-changing loot right now. They've got the builds to go for it if they want. They're gonna do it. They're gonna make the play.
A gold combat
取りに行
shotgun
く
too, man.
Zane and Saf uncontested. That's one of those risk versus reward plays that can help set them up for
ね。
2 victory royales in a row.
Mongrel and Mitro's loot too, man.
Oh, that was
they're making a
and we know
statement.
that was juicy loot.
They're
Ninja.
making a statement saying, listen, we're from NA, we're here to play.
装備も十分
Taking out the, you don't even know they took them out, but they're definitely taking their loot.
Yeah, for sure, as they are still above this
Still
storm
great
surge.
rotation items too. They both each have a launch pad, both have 2 shotgun grenades, and they're gonna go. He didn't get it though. They try to get both at the same time. Gonna be flying, and this is it. Another massive rotation gonna be taken to the center of Pleasant Park. They're 167 damage above the threshold, so they're looking pretty good right now. The question is, are they gonna keep mid ground, go for low ground, high ground? What's the play?
They didn't get the
Tried to
full
do
launch pad. He might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something, which takes him down from having to, you know, fly all the way up and float and get beamed.
ハイグラチン取りに行くな。
And Saf looking to do what many would think was impossible, which is win back-to-back games in the stack lobby. Just saw Pelican earn the speed as well. Arkram with an elimination too. 19 duos left as we're moving towards the placement points, Ninja, and these duos know exactly that. 3 points if you make it in the top 15, which could be the difference between first and dead last.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna prioritize rotation in and not taking damage, or are they gonna try to play it a little risky and go
あ、で
for
も
the
さすがに
elims?
サベージ
Gonna
い
be
ねえ
shooting,
な。
going for limbs. Definitely open up to a lot of spray, shotgun shots, AR shots. Someone suddenly taking the high ground on you. So
有名どころがやっぱ死んでんね。
Many more duos remaining in this game, unlike the last one. Saint with another elimination right there on a KBB. You got Snappy and Red Rush on the high ground, and Sav
Over the play, the high ground
goes
plays.
to the high ground. Take, will he get it?
He's gonna get it. He has it.
いや、うめえうめえうめえ。
Saint has high ground as they go to
やべえ、今さっき優勝した人、また勝つかこの人。ワンチャンあるぞ全然。あ、いやでもダウンした。これは厳しいかさすがに。
And he's just going to have to stay alive as long as possible, try to get some placement points. He is obviously a talented player, top player. He can definitely make something happen, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do.
Cease has been by himself since the first moment of this game when Elevate went down at 98 players remaining, and he's somehow still alive.
Yeah.
There goes Mega. You've got Darox and Item on the low ground. Vorwin getting chopped down as well. Zayt with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge for the high ground.
Keys right now being held in the storm with 5 elims. He's going to be eliminated from the back.
やべえな。
Zay taken down as well. Snappy still with the high ground. Zex and Vinny.
次、誰が勝つかな。
Looking good, and they're going to take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it to him.
And they just got the high ground. Great use of the shockwave as well. Vinny as well as Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so far. They're putting their names in the hat for potential victory royale in this game.
Go down, right? They want those limbs.
Forward now with eliminations back to back. 4 players left in this one.
現在ゼロか。
sprang from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1.
こいつ勝ったな。
Player right on the edge of the zone. The shockwave into the air.
おー、うめえ。
The spray coming on in.
あー、さすがに厳しいね。
Zexro and Vinny.
TSM takes game 2 with style. Both alive. You love to see it.
The victory royale and 7 eliminations.
Look at that.
Vinny's hyped and Zexro looks like
he was stunned.
Got his fries on a fast food order. Why am I thinking about food?
Oh my, you know, Jack, it's pretty expected at this point. But God, two
Nah.
NA teams have taken game 1 and game 2, and honestly, I think that we can all say that the teams hyped up the most have been.
チャオさん、すごいですね。
They've also been
あい
performing
つ
well. They
ね。
still have so many
やっ
points
ぱ
from eliminations. Yep.
しっかりと決めていくんすよね。
Perfectly, and they're even jumping and shotgunning at the same time. Vinny pop off, man. You love the pop off.
So hyped. Zexro's about to start cranking 90s or default dancing in the
Looks like
lobby.
he's trying to talk about literally what are they going to do in the
徳ある、1107さん、レベル高すぎる。チャオさん、そろそろ寝ます。チャオさん、おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。
What a start to today's
こんな時
competition.
間まで
The energy
ありがとうござい
in
ま
here
す。
is insane.
お疲
I
れ
am
様で
looking around and there are thousands.
一旦閉じよう。誰か起きてるかな。起きてた。起きてる人いるんだけどさあ、ワールドカップやべえな。レベルだけこんなん見てもさ、なんかワイも頑張ろうとはならんもんな。やべえってなるだけやわ。やべえってなるだけやもんな。今どうせマッチングせんやろし、ちょっとワールドカップ見るか。
徳ある、1107さん、マジでやばいな。
やばいよね。今から PS4 つける。
徳ある、1107さん、わかる。
今の時間はね、アリーナやったところで意味ねえし、ソロも絶対レベル低いやろうし。
徳ある、1107さん、親にモニター取られる。
さすがにね、この時間は。いや、やっべえ。やべえ。うわ、だるまさんの同説やべえぞ。2万いった。
What are we going to do next? Hey, man, good job. We won that. Let's do it again, right? How are we going to change, maybe even do better somehow, get more limbs in Game 3?
No, for sure, and they know that. They're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2. Where are things playing on out? It is still Zayt and Sap at the top. Dubs and Mega at 18 points in second. Zexro and Vinny.
得ある、1173、この時間で。
時間で2万やけんね。やばいよな。この時間で2万やけん。どうせ2万。頭おかしいや。あのボクシングですら5000にいかんとよ。4400ぐらいやけん。
はいよな。Benji and Mr. Savage fell out of the top 10, but look at that. Storm and Epic Whale, 12 points. Daedra, M11Z, 12 points.
得ある、1173、はっきり言ってやばい。
いってやべえ、収益やべえよ、多分。収益やべえぜ、多分。この1、2時間だけでえげつないことになるぜ。
From that whole time in between, you win $100,000 as a duo. But if you go from 10th up to first, it jumps all the way to 3 million. So everyone eyes on that top prize. We are just 1/3 of the way through the action today, but I know we've had a lot of fun up here, Ninja. What an absolute blast.
アルパノロウィンだけしとくわ。
得ある、1173、やろうな。
収益えげつないよ、絶対。欲しいわ、その金が。ベルスカ落ちるやろうな、多分。そこそこ順位は。多分めっちゃ初動で落ちとったら、
得ある、1173、収益化しとる？
ああ、1000人から無理よ。まずは。1000人と週4000時間みたいな。月に4000、違う。なんか、あるじゃん、そういう規定があるけん。それは超えない。いやー、ベルスカ。
得ある、1173、そうなんや。
そうそうそう。ベルスカやべえな、6位くらいに落ちとったぞ、今。ああ、厳しいな、6位から盛り上げるのは厳しいやろな。
ザインさん、開いたら外人いるのやば、わら。
おはよう。なかなかパワーというか、パワーあれやろ。やべえよ。今ワールドカップありよるけん、それ見よる。やべえ。
得ある、1173、1くらいのポイント20超えてたぞ。
1超えてた？そうっしょ。
ザインさん、なるほ。
ネオテルテッドを利用。
マフィンがおった。マフィンおったぞ。
안녕하세요. What's up, Fortnite fam? Hey, chillin', Fortnite fam.
What's up, Fortnite fam?
Was geht, Fortnite-Freunde?
得ある、1173、26か28くらいやった。
やべえ。
What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up, Fortnite fam? What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
E aí, galera do Fortnite?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
G'day, Fortnite fam.
Bonjour, comment ça va les fans de Fortnite?
G'day, Fortnite fam. Cheer up, Fortnite fam. What up, boys?
いやー、レベル高えよ。笑うなやしかい。くそ。視界笑いやがった。
ザインさん、5時ぐらいに家出らないかん。
え、何があるん？どっか行くん？5時ってことはあと1時間半か。大阪？どっか行くんやったっけ？
retailroad.com. Get yourself a nice shirt. We've got some hoodies. We've got hats. We've even got the little
違うならわからんわ。
ザインさん、ノンラビのライブ。
あー、やっぱいいな。いってらっしゃい。気をつけてね。金たかられんなよ。
They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's some on your screen. Also, that drift shirt, by far, my favorite piece of merchandise ever. Those of you that really do know me, you know I love Drift. He's easily my favorite character. But just some cool things if you're looking to get some World Cup exclusive thing.
ザインさん、大阪怖い。
怖えな、大阪。大阪確かに俺も怖い印象がある。
You know we love Golden Boy. And there's actually one thing specifically he was kind of telling people as we were going through interviews. And that was, hey, when we get to New York, you're going to be in my hometown. Let's catch up and get a slice of pizza. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Zeke, what about like everyone else? Why is it just Golden Boy? Well, he's a Golden Boy and he's selfish and he wanted the pizza off for himself. Get called out. That's right.
ニューヨークって時差どんぐらいなんだろう。向こうが昼間とかそんぐらいなんだ。
So let's take a look together and check this out.
昼間なのかわかんねえけど。
New York City. We got the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the Empire State Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup.
ザインさん、ニューヨークは1日ぐらいじゃない？
Fortnite players from around the world coming to my hometown to duke it out. Before the action started, I took World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe Waypoint.
What's up, boys?
1日ぐらいってどういうこ
Good to see you.
ザインさん、1日。
All right, fellas, let's go and grab a
1
drink.
日違い時差時差1日ってないやろ。最大でも12時間やろ。
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in my hometown, New York City. Thoughts on it so far? Chinkin, we'll start with you.
なんか確かゲームカフェみたいなところやったと
And a
思う。
lot of people. I'm
すごい
sorry,
よ
but
な。
also welcome to New York. That's kind of the way it is out here. Where are you from in Austria?
Austria, like I'm near Salzburg.
And the population?
40K.
I think it was like 40,000 people in the train that you were in on the way.
ザインさん、日付的に破損ぐらい。
Now I want to talk
お前
about
2
the
日ずれてたらやばいぞ。
ザインさん、ラッタハス。得ある、1107さん、そんなとかあるんやな。
You're going to be playing in front of a
ちゃん
massive
と
crowd.
こう
Is
なん
there
か
a way
ゲーム
as
カ
a
フェっつっ
player
て
that you prepare
そういうのがあるらしい。
I don't think like there's a way to like prepare for it.
2日ずれるってなかなかやない時差1日やろせめて。
Yeah. And then we should be good. Like
It's still crazy having like a live crowd.
Yeah.
I try not to take tournaments like
Hey,
too
yeah,
seriously.
28 よ。
If I play relaxed, I feel like I do better.
で29、
And
30
everyone's
で
like, this
1
guy
日や
looks
ろ。
like he's just chilling on his couch at home. The
そ
cast
こそこ
Thursday
や
was
べえ
like,。I was just relaxed, you know, and
Yeah.
just I feel like I played better.
Okay, so gentlemen, we're going to be heading off to some different sites around the city. We're going to go to
いやでも
Washington
エイ
Square
デン
Park.
すげえよな。コントローラーで世界大会唯一のコントローラープレイヤーや。やべえよ。エイデン頑張るな。
ザインさん、あ、やけん違う、わら。
どういうことやお前わからん
Now
わ。
here we are in Washington Square Park, gentlemen. And I love the fact that we've conveniently set this up. I don't know what these pieces would
Kawaii.
symbolize. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Is it like king or queen? While we have this here, let's talk about competition. You guys are potentially going to be facing off against each other. Have you thought about that now?
I don't know. I just don't want to feel the L2 spam like.
Oh, you don't want to feel the L2 spam?
I've watched them play a little bit. Him and Stompy, they're very like I've seen them play aggro before. It's pretty scary. So if you have chemistry where you can play without even talking, you guys know what you're gonna do. That's like
なんて言ってるかわかんね
Well, you guys have experienced this weekend.
何言ってんだ
This
こい
is
つら
the first Fortnite World Cup. You're going to be playing for millions of dollars potentially. Has that even set with you guys yet?
even if it's not me, I'm thinking there's gonna be millionaires after this tournament. There's gonna be millionaires.
Life-changing money.
I try not to be
ザインさん、向こうは今27じゃないかな。
people that nobody know about and they could just
ああそういうことね。
All right, I'm going to dive more into that, but I think it's time to get a slice
そう
of
いうこ
pizza.
とねわかりにくいわ。
Take you out for a good pizza.
We'll get some pizza.
To give everyone pizza. Yeah, I'm gonna show up with 2 giant boxes of pizza. Say I won't, Bala. Say I won't.
And I kept telling people, hey, I want to get a slice of
ピザ
pizza,
強調しすぎやろ。
and they all ignored me, you know? So thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Obviously, this has been an incredible journey for you all. You're now on the precipice of one of the biggest events in the history of all competitive gaming.
I'm happy that it was a fair chance for everybody.
ザインさん、通じた笑い。
まあ、ギリ通じた。
So I'm just really thankful to be here and
ギリギリ。
enjoy my time here.
Yeah, we just try to like make our fans happy. I'm really looking forward to play on the stage in front of 100,000 people.
Do you feel like the fans and how they've been supporting you all on this road to this, do you feel like that adds a little bit to this pressure?
Honestly, it gives just more support for me. I feel more like happy to be here when there's all these people.
Yeah,
whether they're rooting for me or other players. Fortnite's grown so much, and I just can't wait to see all like the crowd. And I know it's gonna get bigger and bigger every event. So,
Fellas, best of luck at the Fortnite World Cup this weekend. Seriously, nothing but the best for you. But we're in the thick of things here in New York, so I think we got to get some more pizza. You guys down? All right, let's do it.
徳ある、1107さん、いつまで配信する？
わかんない。なんか明日昼間やろうかなって思ってる。からわかんない。何入る？今から入る？今からソロやる？今からやったところでって感あるけど。
Now, guys, there is actually a dynamic duo that we want to talk to. We actually have Jordan Fisher standing by.
ワールドカップみたいよね。正直みたいよ。
Back from the Brazilian region, they've got some things to say. So, Jordan.
いや、俺昼寝を称して4時からさ、11時ぐらいまで寝てたからさ、眠くねえんだよ。
In the last few weeks, especially where the solos and the duos are concerned, being the first Brazilian player to qualify for the World Cup. Can you talk to me a little bit about the dynamic?
徳ある、1107さん、ワールドカップの配信よ。
わからん。いや、そうよ、ワールドカップも含めて配信。分かっとるわい。分かっとるや。
Eu e o PFzinho costuma jogar bem agressivo.
徳ある、1107さん、俺も今日12時まで寝てた。
さすがや。ボサや。
As you should in the name of Battle Royale. Right now, PFZin, you seem to balance out the fiery kind of loose cannon nature of Nyx, who is obviously a dominant player, kind of helping him set up for a solid end game. What's it been like to work with such a young and fiery player like Nyx?
ここら辺いらん。もうちょい早く行って。早く行って。
Você consegue contrabalançar o estilo bem incendiante do Nyx. Então, como é que é isso para você fazer esse lado mais de balançar?
徳ある、1107さん、それな。
Tem uma role então eu meio que fico nas backlines e ele vai na frente. Quando a gente tem o high ground, por exemplo, ele tem a função de ficar embaixo matando todo mundo.
徳ある、1107さん、ジラさんで欲しいよな。ザインさん、てかワールドカップの配信って試合しないの？
俺はしないよ。まだとりあえずはしてない。めんどくせえし。めんどくせえし。
Setting him up to fire the loose cannon at the end. It reminds me of the very W key in a West that I play on all the time, and that has really, just got me cranking my 90s on a regular basis. You know about that courage, right? Am I right?
しかもまともにフォートナイトを
徳ある、1107さん、昼間配信してたら入っていい？
ダメ。勝手にはダメよ。勝手にはダメよ。
Also, big shout out to Nyx and PFZen. I actually chatted with Nyx very quickly. He walked up and was like,
"Hi, Nyx. 入ってきたらさすがに恥ずく。配信中や。
Turns out he didn't understand any of it.
暇すぎてニャンコ始めてしまったわ。
But that's how things go. Now, of course, guys, I know what you want.
徳ある、1107さん、もちろん勝手には入らんで。
まあまあ、時と場合。
徳ある、1107さん、当たり前やろ。
時と場合によるけど。
得ある、1173、OK。
で、にゃんこ始めたのはいいけど、うわー、勝てねえ、お疲れ。
All right, huge shout out to DJ Mike Realm, spinning the ones and twos here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Golden Boy alongside Masatifa's Boricua Boys back at it again, looking to bring you the fun as we have games 3 and 4 on deck. And so far, this has been one of the most exciting events I've ever been to. That game 1.
得ある、1173、これコメント読むのゆっくりのボイス？
そうよ。ゆっのボイスか、俺はようわからん。棒読みちゃん。かわいいから棒読みちゃん。
What I've loved seeing is that standings page, top 10. International through and through. You got the Japanese players popping off, European players popping off.
得ある、1173、かわいい。
Every little bit they can, but folks, it's now time for game
俺はあんま好きじゃねえけど。俺はあんま好きじゃねえけど。
得ある、1173、ゆっくり好きだから聞きやすい。
俺はあんま好きじゃねえ。
得ある、1173、マジかよ。
なんか、あんま。
ザインさん、ワールドカップって日本人出てるの？
あ、出てる出てる。どこにおるかいな。探せ探せ。探せ探せ。探せ。どこにおるどこにおるどこにおる。あ、消えてった。日本のプロの人が出てるよ。さっきのマッチ勝った人がこの2人やな。ピニーとゼクスロ。
ザインさん、日本頑張れー。
日本頑張れー。
Yeah, this is a duo that definitely should make it. This is a duo that, hey, they could even win the whole thing. Yeah. Then tragedy struck as Zexro had a few problems with you know, arthritis and different things with his hands. And I'm make sure I'm getting that right.
いや、どうなるかいなね。
And I'm just bummed out about that. Good to see them here showing up, man. That's huge.
I mean, that's what you expect of our competitive veterans, specifically Zexro, Vinny. They go back to as many of the LAN tournaments that we've seen, as does
Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck?
In here, we have UN KBB. He's going to take down Mexi. Is Scram close by? Is he close enough? And this is a battle going down in Snipe.
得ある、1173、なんかもう動きが違うな。
まあね。これで俺らと一緒やったら逆に怖え。していく。あー。厳しくねえか？スナイパーで決めに行ったこいつがバカやったな。ワンチャンにかけたんだろうけど。正直言ってワールドカップでワンチャンにかけるやつはマジでバカ。
implement their strategy going into the next game. What is that strategy going to be? Do you mix it up? Do you change your drop spots? These are things that are going to be so important for these players. The time that they can take to just communicate with one another. Now Scram looking to be potentially in a world of hurt here. We heard from Nick's earlier on.
I
don't think they know that. Yes, Scram, they're going to be on the hunt for him. So they know that he's around here. They're just trying to sniff him out.
Yeah, and if you were in the players' lounge, you could feel the tension, specifically when we brought up the Brazilian duos, the Brazilian players. These guys qualified, and they qualified with heavy elimination. Nyx especially being one of our only players to like literally qualify as hard as you can in the, you know, for the weekend.
He was at it each and every week. You constantly saw him at the top every single time. It was so impressive, and also qualified for solo, so we'll be seeing Nyx tomorrow. And then you got Scram. He's got 2 eliminations. But he's just hiding this one out. He hears them making all that ruckus, all the noise around him. And Scram just does not want to give up his position. Perhaps he grabbed his teammate's reboot card. He's maybe looking for that play. But Nyx and PF Zin, they have to have an idea of where he's going to be located here.
Yeah, he does not want to give up his position here. He's actually just hiding in the basement right now, hoping that these guys
気づかず行きそうやな、もう通り過ぎていきそうやな。
like Dustin to win right here. As Nyx and PF's in, they think it's clear. They think it's all good because they came in and they just wrapped up one of the other players. They actually didn't initiate the battle against Mexi and Scram here. So Scram might just get lucky and be able to kind of sneak on by as he hears this powerhouse duo, this Brazilian duo, kind of loot their way through and make their way to the zone soon.
And loot they definitely will because they're getting a lot of resources out of this.
感じに抜けたか
Over in the distance, he's going to be out of there, but now we're making our way over to the action. It's happening with 7SSK7. Got Spades and Crims.
ベルスカの画面が今度
徳ある1173パッドの人を映してほしい。
ああ、エイデンやるゴーストのエイデンっていうね。めっちゃ上手い人やん。正直言ってフェイズのスウェイの方が上手いとは思うけど。おー、当てるね。
Get to the top, hold it down. Don't really focus too much on just trying to get in their face quite yet. Give yourself that moment of opportunity and really get a lay of the land and then going for the engagement.
Yeah, absolutely. The best duos will try their best to isolate their opponents, really force them into, you know, very weird situations like this, force the 1v1s, and hopefully get those free shots and then pursue the push here. So again, look at how now they're split up again. So Spades and Crims are doing a great job here pressuring and isolating their opponents right now. And so far, they're definitely dictating the pace of battle. That's what they want to continue to do.
They're suffocating them. Plain and simple, right? Not let them get any kind of movement there. I mean, Jam side in 7SSK7. They're looking, they're having a conversation of what the play is. What is the movement going to be?
硬直するやろな、多分。
They're not going to allow them that opportunity to breathe.
あ、いや、
It's going to be the
動
down
きがあ
there.
る、これは。
Crims managing to knock down Jam side. He's looking for 7SSK7 around the corner.
うー、うめえな、さすがに。
Registered. Both players are going to be out of there. And a big win there for Crimson Spades.
What a clean push right there. Crimson Spades have so much to prove here because when they qualified, they were kind of looked down on like, wait a second, was it luck? Was it not? No, they're here to show it off and show why they're in the World Cup Finals. But now, hopping back with Miz and Daedra, we saw them have a great game one, came out top 10, and they're still in the running. They're in about the top 10 right now as well, based off of eliminations. Not necessarily picking up too many placement points. They're heavily dependent on just piping up these players at these points of interest. And looks like Lucky Landers is theirs right now.
And they'll have that, but let's see. Miz and Daedra. They linger about it. I love the fact that you go to this hot spot here, so there is going to be a bunch of free items that you're going to be able to pick up on. Also, you're going to have that circle advantage. It's right there. So you don't got to worry too much. You can continue to high ground has been lost, though. Miz needs to be careful. Where's Daedra at? He's going to be right next to him, trying to get these angles.
So what they have to do, they have to stick together. Looking for the sound cues right here. Can they find their opponent? Catch a nice little low ground peek right here. Low ground is definitely underrated. If you can just kind of peek out, catch a big shot, you're almost guaranteed a headshot, which is a big multiplier.
Yeah, players don't really think about that, right? Like you always see Fortnite players go after the high ground. That's the bread and butter for a lot of players that play this game. But you know better than most that the low ground can pay dividends for you if you know how to take advantage of that position. Some overzealous players to try and get aggressive on you. You got Gustavo along with Wishy.
I'm actually very interested to see if Gustavo's going to lead this push here, because specifically between these two players right here, this duo, this Brazilian duo, Gustavo doesn't necessarily lead the pushes. It's Wishy. Wishy's the aggressive one here. So he has the ultimate high. He's always looking for the shot. What are they going to do? It's just a nice standoff.
Yeah, and that's this whole
徳ある1173上手い人たちが戦ったらこうなるのか。
そうやな。膠着状態になるっていうか、それにしてもみんな同じツラス使ってるな。いや、うめえ、今の右下の人やべえ。めっちゃ当てた今。いや、厳しいね、さすがにそれは。仕方ないし。
You gotta love the snarky little smirk right there on his face when you get those 2 points. Feels so good.
It's really good. It feels really good. And then Volks and Parpy. And look at this. Parpy actually dealing with this battle. And this other player that actually got the high ground against him was focus firing on Volks. Parpy pushing back here. I wonder, you get split up like this, but Volks and Parpy, they love playing a very aggressive style. They'll get in your face. They'll box you out if they need to.
Yeah, without a doubt, this duo was unmatched when it came down to eliminations in the qualifying rounds. They had the most, actually, and even pulled off a consecutive 5 victories in 8 games to qualify for one of the weekends. Volks and Parpy, another kind of reference to Game 1. They had a great Game 1. We saw them picking up duos, but we haven't seen them necessarily make it through to endgame. All they have to do is kind of slow it down here, and that's what they're trying to do, but being split up is terrible.
Also, in the distance, I just want to make note, Wolfie's a very aggro controller player. He's another one. I think that we've seen a fun mixture of players that look to get that safe approach to the game, and then others that just want to take points early on, because maybe they're playing that early game strategy rather than like focusing so hard. Like if you get late game, that's great, but you do want to rack up a few eliminations. Look how low the points are that have been thus far in games 1 and 2. Get yourself a few elims and then maybe manage to make it to that top 15, which is very hard given how many players have stayed alive in this game. Games 1 and 2, we were at what, like
モングラールはちゃんと生きてんな、やっぱ。
we were sitting at like 45, 46 players. They're just waiting for movement.
Yeah, and that's where that storm.
いや、それにしてもベルスカが映らん、本当に。
ザインさん、状況がわからん。わら、助けて。
いや、まあ要はワールドカップやってるよってことよ。
Get that shot off, or attempted to, with that tactical shotgun. It was not going to get the connection necessary there, but it did put the fear in the player to have to back away. Both players, well, respecting the space from one another. The stinkers.
要は簡単に言うとまあアンチが来てんのに、あれよ、8割残ってんの。アンチ来るよーっつって。やばいよー、死んじゃうよーっつって言ってんのに8割残ってんのよ。
6 games here, 2 of which have happened. They need big performances. They have to push towards placement and end game. So good on them to kind of back up. And when you have stinkers, there's no defense against it. You get chunked down right through your builds. It really is annoying.
ザインさん、残りすぎじゃね？得ある、1107さん、サージ出ないな。
サージ出ないね。今左上に100分の83って書いてあるけど、83人残っとるってことで、50分の43っていうのは43ペア残ってるよって話。やっぱ PUBG とかと違うのは建築ができるけん、残ろうと思えば最後まで残れるんよな。やっぱ PUBG とかって遮蔽物の中におったらそれあれやけど、てっちゃろうな、家の中とかに入らん限りはこの上と下に敵がいるっていう状況が作られんけん、どうしてもこれはフォートナイトのいいところっていうかところよな。てかベルスカ死んでね、ワンチャン。あ、ストームサージ来たな。
ザインさん、なるほど。わら、にしてもレベルが高すぎるってこと？
そうそうそう、要はクソレベルが高いってことよ。本来やったらここの時点でもう20人とかそんぐらい。
Into the next circle here in just a little bit. It's going to start to collapse. Salty Springs is going to be the point of interest for all of our players here. Got a lot of bodies that are going to be lingering outside. Some that are even as far out as
ザインさん、残りすぎやろ。わら。
そうそう、やばいった。39ペア残っとるけん。
Volks and Parpy always tend to stay together, but wait a second, that was a tricky little shockwave right there. He did try to sneak his way into the build. He takes the wall. What are you gonna do with it? Crew's still looking for the replacement here. He gets it on land, takes the wall.
やばい、今のはやべえ。うめえ。今180出たぞ、多分。今何ダメ出た？ちょっと見てみよう。
From Sweden, 15 years of age, man, and he's playing for millions of dollars.
184出とる。あとね、多分配信がちょっとカクカクしとるやろうけど、あれ仕方ないです。倍の画面もカクカクしてます。ニューヨークから信号来てるんで、めっちゃ遅延やばいですね。カクカクしてます。たまにこっちの画面で浮いとるやつおるけ。
徳ある、1173、そうなんや。在員さん、日本残ってる？
日本わかんない。ワンチャン死んでる説ある。どうなんかな、日本の人の名前が出てきてないよな。ワンチャンまた初動詞もありえるよな。またかは分からんけど、もう死んでる説はないわけじゃねえ。それかただ見えてないだけかもしれんけど、一概に死んだとは言えん。
在員さん、マジか。
でも言うてあれやけんね、日本で1戦目2位やったよ。2位すごくね。あて、うわ、うめ見とる、やべえぞ。今の当てるのはうめえ。サベージのこれ。
徳ある、1173、こんだけいたら残ってそうやけどね。在員さん、にくらいは今日へ。
ベンジやべえ。
Big shot right there. These double snipes. You gotta be careful. There's no standing still in a box here because you might eat one right there. They line up another. Right. Not quite successful.
俺の一押しサベージ。
All damage matters. Storm Surge, you want to be dealing damage. You cannot stay idle. There are no free passes at the World Cup.
Look what happened in Game 1, man. The Storm Surge claimed a lot of victims. You have to be engaging in fights. You cannot stay still. There's Fwexy and Letwick on the move. Nyrox right behind him.
エイデンの名前が見えてないけんね、ワンチャン残ってる説あるけど。あーでもベンジーがダウンしてる。痛えなこれは。
That was going to be Fwexy. And that was such a sneaky ambush right there. He used the shadow bomb.
ベンジスナイパーもらったか。
Benji was kind of over peeking, harassing players with that sniper. You cannot hold down scope right there. He ate a shotgun to the face, and that's why Benji goes down. And I love what Savage did here. He just went for high ground. He had to immediately get out of there and leave his duo behind. So what can Mr. Savage do? One of the best mechanical players here today. What can he do by himself?
Not going to be easy, not with a lobby like this. At this point in time, he's really just looking to play the keep away game. Maybe he can pick off a player with that heavy sniper, get an elimination for himself. They only have 1 point right now, and they're nowhere near getting the placement points currently. He's still looking to harass some players. Put some pressure on them.
サベージの物資めっちゃいいな。武器も十分、回復移動あり。トラップもある。
They're starting to make the moves right now. They want to try and gatekeep, prevent these players from getting inside.
This is a team we want to watch right now during this rotation. Mongrel and Mitro, they are masters at executing, especially when they have mobility like this to cut across the field. They are on the hunt right now, and there's no reason for them to rush. Once they spot out someone, they're gonna pounce. They're gonna jump on that target.
Yeah, they're gonna wait for you to make that mistake. And with the nerves at an all-time high here, players are certainly going to make that error in judgment. Saw it happen in scrims when we were looking at players just getting warmed up. So much at stake here, but there's the launch pad. It's going to go out now. need to be wary of him beamed in the sky. So many times you think that you're just going to be sailing away with no problem. Not a care in the world, and then you just end up losing all of your shield, all of your HP, and then that's it. You're done.
I've seen it countless number of times. People tweet out, you know, you fly across, you get taken out the sky, but it's all about timing. Neither Mitro nor Mongrel were shot once on that rotation, and it was masterfully done right there. And whoa, it looks like they're tracking so beautifully. Catches someone trying to just kind of rotate on by in a shadow bomb, but that was not enough.
You were not safe from the shadows there, buddy. Another thing, too, was that when they were out of position for a brief moment, the way that they were able to just get back together, right? That patience with one another, the communication, you need to have it when you're getting down to these final moments. 25 duos are going to still be standing here. You got Calculator and Macwood. They're going to have that high ground up above. They shouldn't be comfortable just yet, because anything can happen here. Look at where that next circle is going to be going. Moves need to be made.
いやー、日本勢乗ってなさそうやな。残ってんのか。モングラールやられる。いやー、いいでやられたか。
得ある、1173、そうやな。
いやモングラールとモングラールミトロペアがやられて、そのパッドの人がやられたよ。エイデンっていう。今左上に出とる人がやったな。
ザインさん、どこの国が強いん
2とか特にない。
得ある、1173、悲しい。
悲しいな。いやスポーツとかどこが強いとかあるかもしれんけど、ゲームは言うてないよ。ほぼない。日本も言うて強いし。これで見える見える。いるかいるか。いやーいねえな。日本勢やられてるな。
ザインさん、なるほ。
正直言って俺も詳しくないけんなんとも言えんけど、いいんじゃね。
Another dominant game for them, another high placing game could be the difference maker to keep them in that first place position. Up on the high ground, Calculator and Macwood putting down shots yet again, not giving players any moment to be comfortable whatsoever. Look at the names that are here though. The Rockets now starting to fly by Wolfies. Wolfies having to defend himself. Zate's going to be out of this one, so now it's going to be up to Saf. And Saf, he had to see his teammate go down, but his back's going to be to the
さあこれはハイグラ取ってるやつらがやべえぞ。
On the right side of your screen, you can see it down low. These players, they're going to try and force their way into his box. So he has to play defense. He has to disengage. And there's
ザインさん、少々ワールドカップ出てよ。
出れん。これが出れたらやばい。いやーメガが強えな。
He is in the game right now, although by himself because Zexro is down. And now Oslo, Bad Sniper, one of the few duos that are still left in this game right here. Arkham somehow with a massive rotation, he's still in as well. Bad Snipers at 11 eliminations with Oslo here.
スナイパーやべえ。おおでもでもダウンした。
Macwood and Calculator still owning the high ground on the mid, down below. Dubs and Mega, one of the premier duos here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals.
スナイパーやべえぞ。8キルしてんぞ。このペア多分このマッチポイントやべえぞ。今の時点で12ポイントで順位が5位やけん多分5ポイントぐらい入ると思うけん一気に20ぐらい稼いどる。やば。
Yes, that's right. Ozlo's now left by himself. All he has to do is time this firefight, so long as he doesn't bother them. But Dubs and Mega try to go for the high ground and make a fatal error. They fall to the low here, Golden Boy.
This isn't looking good.
映画が
Mega and Dubs, they have the
これは生き残る
the
か。
ultimate low ground. Ozlo's gonna be outside, but they get the elimination.
いやーでもこれ厳しいな。あーやっぱか。さっき9キルか。いやつえ。
There was just something about the loadout, seeing that RPG once they already were holding the best point, the high ground. You just knew pressure, and that's what Mac
音が一瞬聞こえる
was
と。
7 eliminations, and
やべえな。
Calculator too. He got a couple at the end.
Yeah, he had his back. Most importantly, Dubs and Mega constantly playing that defense. Credit to Macwood and Calculator for the way that they continue to apply the pressure. And then it was the shock, sending them down low, forcing them into that engagement. Credit to Oslo now, who two traps instantly to see maybe he can get a cheeky trap elimination. Didn't work out for him there, but a top 3 placing for him. Certainly got to be happy with that one. And then it came down to the final moment when Calculator and Macwood together were able to push his player with their combat shotties. Boom, that's the game. And look how happy they were there.
So good. Gotta love
時
the
たま音楽が
reactions
消える
right there.
音が消えるわ。
What a game that was. Had a little bit of a slow ramp up, you know, but that's what Fortnite will do to you. You're just talking, you're having a conversation about where the positioning is going to be, and then out of nowhere, boom, you're in the.
得ある、1173、エイム良すぎ。
Great game there for Mac winning Calculator. Calculator winning on the world stage, man. Look at that. Eat your heart out, Reddit.
I gotta say, you know, I'm sure he's proved a lot of people wrong, and you have to respect it.
Yeah.
But, Golden Boy, I want to see where we stand here.
Where are we right now? So at the top, it's still going to be Saf and Zayt with 38 points. They have that victory royale from game 1 and 16 eliminations. Mega, Dubs, second place, looking pretty. No victory royales for them thus far.
得ある、1173、ジャオで落ちるはお休み。
お疲れ、おやすみ。
22 points total. 12 eliminations.
うわー、ベルスカ落ちたな。
Finally in that top 10.
I want to take it one step further.
厳しいな。
That Sniper and Oslo jump up to 13 total eliminations. They didn't have anything up until this point. They just had one great pop-off game.
Yeah.
And suddenly they're in the running here. It is anyone's game in the top 10 because you have to be consistent. And again, there's always those wild cards, those pop-off moments. And here's a look at page 2. Any of these guys are still in the running right now.
You got Bell and Scarlet who've been wrestled out.
ザインさん、誰が落ちたと？
Japanese duo who
日本の人たちがほら12位に入った。さっきまで6位ぐらいまで入っとったっちゃけど。
13 points there, but you saw the standings, and we're in game 3. And these games are going to be so critical. Games 3 and 4 really set that tone.
ザインさん、日本12？
A lot of players are going to be down low.
日本12、
There's
そうそう。
opportunity for you to try and get your way into that top 20, which is where you're really going to start to get a lot in the pricing.
ザインさん、日本強くね。
いやー、初戦めっちゃ強かったっていうよね。2戦目からちょっと落ちてったじゃん。
And then Saf and Zayt still performing so well.
And that's the crazy part. Dubs and Mega. Everyone has been rooting for them. They're like that wild card that came out of nowhere, and they really swept the competitive community hard lately.
That's right. So I did get word. We have Jordan standing by with our winners from Game 3. Jordan, take it away.
NA really showing up and showing off today. It's amazing, seemingly tapping in that nail on the coffin. Such a please pardon the pun, I have to say, calculated game here from Calculator and Macwood. Guys, well matted, well utilized. You dominated high ground, seemingly all of that in-game there. Walk me through that process of getting that high ground, attaining, and then dominating for the rest of the game.
Well, we were able to pick up 2 lucky eliminations on that outer circle of 4th zone, I think it is, and we were able to use our mats to build up. We were lucky enough to get half and half, and we were able to just beam people out of the air, hold high, and got lucky with a couple zones.
Amazing. Well, I mean, again, you had 3 games left to go. The strategy, is it going to continue to shift around a little bit, or are you guys going to maintain what you've been working on thus far?
I didn't hear the question.
Strategy, maintaining thus far. You guys have a very calculated and very patient game, seemingly leading all the way up to the end of the end game. Right, walk me through your strategy for the end of the next 3 games.
Shoot them in the head.
Shoot them in the head. You heard it here first. Back to you, GV and Monster.
Calculator gets one opportunity to show the world his prowess and knowledge of Fortnite. He just says, shoot them in the head. You gotta respect it.
You know, some people, it's just that simple. And, hey man, maybe he's just wired that way, right? We're all wired a little differently. Calculator has clearly got his head on his shoulders, and he's ready to just shoot things.
Yeah, but Macwood was the one doing a bulk of the shooting in that last game. 7 eliminations for Macwood. He looked so great, and you would expect the young Calculator to be the one that leads the charge on slaying, but Macwood, man, holding it down. And let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I mean, you know, Macwood not that much older, right? But I think it's just important to note that you have to have teammates at any point in time to just pop off. Like, you need that. It's so necessary. Got to trust in your teammate. That's what makes a lot of these duos so successful.
Yes, I mean, we've seen it from the start of every round. Some teams are just more aggressive than the others, and they know how to stick together.
A lot of great moments in that game, and good news for us is that we got Sundown standing by to break it all down. Sundown, over to you.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Monster. Now, we talked about Safe and Zat. We just got to talk with Macwood and Calculator, but Dubs and Mega had an incredible game from the early into the mid that they transitioned into a top 2 performance. So let's dive right on in and see what allowed to make them into the top 3. First, notice their elims in the bottom corner, but the rifle fired together. The second they see the shield is down, able to pick up one. Mega is the one who is leading the charge here. He picks up all 4 of their first elims. You can see Waller plays down, and the trap is so intelligent. Double ticks going through, places the ramp so it's phased. Knowing the yellow is there, pushes in 2 more elims, chug splashes. Dubs stays up with just barely enough HP, and you can see he's trying to trap the floor every single time. Gets the mid-ground control. 5th elim for Mega. We talked about how high their ceiling was, unfortunately using the shockwave to go down and end up at a low ground disadvantage. Calculator and Macwood able to ride it out, but now Mega and Dubs have pushed into that top 3, challenging to be the first ever World Championship duo. The team who has possibly the highest ceiling, full qualified solos and duos. The question is, in the last half, the last 3 games, will they be able to keep it up? Will NA stay on top? Will Serpent and Hype represent Oceania and upset the apple cart? I'm about ready to see some hype myself. Let's throw it back inside for the last 3 games. Gentlemen, take it away.
Well, if you want hype, got you covered, baby, because these games have been incredible. And if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. We're in the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Game 3 just concluded. We had 3 different winners across 3 different games. This is our duos competition. These players are playing for a lot of money in prizing. So much on the line here. Lives will change forever after today for those players that are on the stage and some of the folks you're seeing on your screen right now in, well, I would say in a different situations than they would find themselves in. You got Vinny and Zextro, they're right there. Zayton Saf, 3 games in, still holding on to first place. It has been wild stuff. Welcome, I'm Golden Boy alongside with Monster D-Face here, and it's been a great day. It really.
ザインさん、ただいま。
And as I had mentioned before, the prizing, the money that these guys are battling it out for, this is it. First place will take home $3 million. Second place gets $2.2 million. Like, that's just absurd. You get in the, where is this here?
4 millionaires, 4 millionaire duos before the weekend is over. Not to mention all the
ザインさん、トイレ行ってた。
So I think we'll be pretty well off at that point, but everyone's a winner here. We're here to celebrate all of the competitors that made it this far to the Fortnite World Cup final stage, because those 10 weekends of qualifications were not easy.
Yeah, when you get into 10th place, that's where you really start to rack up the coin. But Game 4 now about to begin. Here we go, folks. Let's see who's going to come out on top. We've had 3 different winners, but our top performers have been consistent through and through. Are we going to see a repeat winner? Are we going to get a new one to add to the list? It's now time. The battle bus is loaded up. Let's start Game 4.
ザインさん、これパソコンで配信しよると。
We've seen a new winner. I love that. Same thing with the Pro-Am. There was always some new duo showing that, hey, We've been playing this game. We're ready to take a victory. Everyone here has the potential to come out on top, and you see it unfold in those final moments.
Throughout the weekend, we've been doing interviews, meeting with fans, and talking to people, and a lot of folks have asked, who do you think is going to win? And I know it sounds like a cop-out answer, but I'm very real with you all. I have no freaking idea. Because it truly is
始まったか、3試合目。
it's up in the air. This is a battle royale game. At any point in time, you can have Macwood and Calculator just having the game of their lives in Game 3, and now look, boom, they're going to be sitting in the top 10.
I mean,
how do you even predict that?
We nearly saw it with Zay and Saf. I think anyone with good logic can clearly put their money on people that have had prior experience, but even that is not enough because Macwood and Calculator showing that, hey, you know what? We don't even need that. We're here.
ザインさん、日本頑張れ。
頑張れ。
Made their names in these qualifiers that led us up to this point. They did not find themselves in land. This is the first time these young men are up there playing on this stage. When I was their age, I couldn't even believe that I would be capable of doing something like that. And they're doing it, and they're doing it with style. And then to make matters worse for everyone else in the server, they've been so consistent, deadly through and through.
Yeah, that's right. And they're in second place, no victory royale. So just showing that if you step to their box, you're gonna get hurt. We saw Mega with a masterful, and I mean beautiful performance under Storm Surge pressure. He didn't even blink an eye, still fighting other players, fighting his way out of that desperate situation. Volks and Parpy.
ザインさん、少々のせいでフォートナイトやりとうなったやん。
やろうぜ。いやでも頑張れば、もうワールドカップてか一つ言っとくよ。これ6試合やるじゃん。6試合やって、賞金が出るだけで、11位から50位までの時点で、どんな成績だろうが1000万もらえます。はい。ペア2人で1000万もらえる。で、優勝したらなお、どれやったっけ？優勝したら、えげつない金額もらえます。
Just don't care who you are. They're going to go for the fight.
I mean, you saw Scarlet and Bell in that first game. I truly thought they were going to
take
the whole thing.
優勝したら3億ぐらいやったと思う。えげつねえやん。なんかやる気出らん。
ザインさん、賞金美味しすぎる。わら。
賞金だけで生活できるよ、多分。500万円でなんかそんぐらいもめっちゃもらえるじゃん。
ザインさん、規模がエグいな。
そう。
Folks just keeping an eye on him. He doesn't know if he slipped out already and says, you know what, I'm going to go back to my teammate. It's a little too risky getting split up.
まあね、賞金総額33億やけんね。
ザインさん、スタジアムみたいなとこも借りとるし。
そうそう。でね、ここじゃねえわ。明日がソロなんや。ソロあるんやけど、そのソロがワンチャン俺希望あるもん。ああ、うめえな。そのソロに出る人がね、バカうまいっちゃん、本当に。正直言って俺は全然あると思う、ソロは。
ザインさん、マジか。
マジであると思う、普通にあるある。
ザインさん、少々狙え。
俺無理。違う、俺がワンチャンいけるじゃねえんだよ。出る人がの話を。いやー、痛いね、当てられたね、モンゴルある。
really just going deeper into Neo tilted. If you hang on the outskirts or by the slips, you're at huge risk for getting dived onto. It looks like
ザインさん、今度とりあえずプレステ4買おうかな。
PC 買える PC。レフォーやったらなんかめんどくさいし。PC 買え。PC 買ったらいろいろ教えてくれる人もおるけん。俺も含めて。俺言うて詳しくないけど教えれるけん、ある程度は。 PC かよ PC。
Ever since it changed, you started to see players second guess whether or not they want
ザインさん、パソコン高すぎる。しょう。
まあな、十数万やもんな。
get pizza and stuff. He had mentioned like Tilted's just a whole different beast now. Just not something that he really would want to deal with.
ブログ出るもんな、ちゃんと。
Yeah, it's just a different lay of the land. As things
まだ日本勢死んでないぞ。
comforts kind of
まだ生きてる、まだ生きてる。
whatnot here, but we have Twiz in cover H looking for a push down right now, and they have the positioning, they have the high ground, and it's just a matter of do we want to dive down? They don't want to give up their angle.
ザインさん、マジで。
Below them have a flip knock can do so much
ザイン
damage.
さん、日本行け。
Minimal's gonna hit you for about 80.
頑張ってほしい。
Duo from New Zealand. We had a chance to talk to them.
これ合わせてあと3試合や。
And great to see that friendship, the communication that they'll have with one another. Something that a lot of these duos that came together for the Fortnite World Cup duos portion of the finals.
ザインさん、日本人なんて人が出とると
まあ言ったところでわからんよ。言ったところでわからんやろ、あんたには。ローマ字で BELL でベルって呼んで、まあスカーレットっていうもう一人が SCAR
Into the slip they go. They're out.
LE.
They're trying to get away. That was a shadow bomb right there, and he's gone.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that duo that was coming in, but
見たらわかる。
the storm is creeping up now. This is only phase one. Nyx gets knocked by Zexro. Saw that in the elimination feed just a second ago. Item and Derox out in the wide open.
It looks like actually they saw Mend right there building by himself in a one poor wooden shack, and they're pushing the shack now. So Twiz is gonna hear these shots off in the distance, but looks like we're hopping over to the Loot Lake area where it's Macwood and Calculator going against David.
ザインさん、探してみる。
探してみて。
Now having to deal with Daedra and Miz. Shots as well, snipe shot. You just heard that one squeak by Daedra. Need to be careful there. There's some more shots being laid out. Disengage as well. And they're just really pushing them away from here because you got to get to that safe zone. Don't want to have to deal with the storm, obviously. It's still early games here, so you're not going to be ticked for too much. But you're really looking for this next zone.
アンチは中央によるね。
Again, the game is going to be so slow in the start because as you get closer and closer to the end, game 4, critical game, Monster. So many points you can earn from this, flying into the top 10 potentially if we have a new winner that was outside of it. This is where players start to, I guess it really sets in on them that they're going to be playing for $3 million in prizing.
Yeah, if it hasn't already, I don't know what world they're living in, but here it is. Twiz goes for the shockwave overhead, and it's
しんこしんこさん、おい。しんこしんこさん。
しんこさん、こんばんは。お久しぶりです。
The pressure is so real right here.
Twiz and Cover H doing it not only for themselves, doing it for New Zealand, their families, and everyone watching them at home.
超絶お久しぶりで
One
す。
elimination through. I saw that one pop up. That's number one for this duo. The challenge comes in, and that's
しんこしんこさん。
total. Twiz gets them both.
ザインさん、そういやパソコン買ってからだいぶやりやすくなった。
やりやすくはなった。うん。
Oh no, down comes the build. They should be close enough. Yeah, he is going to be able to catch himself.
落下ダメが痛いね。
Cover H is going to be down. Jam side. 7SSK7. You're looking at Jam's perspective here.
しんこさん、しんこさん怒らないでくださいよ。
7SSK7 that get the better of the boys from New Zealand.
They found their stride coming into game 4 so far.
出るすか、
That means
来て
they're
るか。
in the running right now. 4 elims is enough to put you on just about page 2, top 20. And we talked about it. If you can make it to that top 20 bracket, you're still in the running so far because there are several more games left before this thing is over here. This Calculator finds himself very high in the sky right here. He's got a nice little base. And they're just waiting.
Yeah, waiting it out. Norwood's going to be beneath them. And those are the players that were forcing him out before. Oh, no. Starting to hear the explosions. Knocking him out.
Wow, he actually sent a shot when the Splode came in and hit Cease with that? What? How was Cease knocked right there?
Just again, when it comes to Fortnite, you never know what you're really going to expect. Your players will always pull something out of the hat and surprise you each and every time. I was looking over at Macwood, who's playing defense, Calculator, now really having to deal with 2 players angling shots at him. Macwood back into a fighting position, a fighting posture to help his buddy out.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate because they were just about to push to seal the deal on Elevate there, and that third party up on the mountain ruined that push.
Slows things down. Elevated Seas having to deal with the Stinkers. Will be moving out of the fight now.
I love it right there. He uses the Stinkers to back him off, and since he doesn't take friendly damage from it, he pushes right into enemy territory here. He's so offensive.
これはやばい。おー、さすがにやばい。
Gets owned right there.
Not what you wanted to see happen after winning game number 3, but Elevate and Seas, we mentioned them before. They just need that moment to pop off so everyone here in New York can see what they're capable of. Such a great duo, but now having to deal with another fight. But Elevate, what a shot there on Calculator, sending him packing.
Calculator did a great job, though. He did win his straight off against Cease. Ronaldo and Zip are just nearby, though. Looks like they've heard the commotion. They're getting closer. And it's Noward. Noward's lurking about. He was like, you know what, getting closer, trying to see what he can do here. And Zip's going to fall down here because of the shockwave.
Yeah, Norwood was the one down low, hearing all of the action happening. Zip and Ronaldo now in front of us. Do they manage to get this wall, just get ownership of it? But the ramp is going to be placed, giving him time to wiggle out of that moment of time.
And Nowhere actually used all of his shockwaves there to disengage.
Yeah, it's not really worth it. By yourself, evidently. Oh, man. And that's Nowhere. Nowhere tried.
He didn't get far.
He did not get far at all, my friend. But there's the other duo right in front of him. Zip and Ronaldo have him in the sights. Ronaldo's going to be on the other side now. Engaging in the fight, not taking any damage.
Such a good job, though. Good job by Zip here to come in and back up his teammate right now. He is trying desperately to get to his teammate here. This is great teamwork. Now they have the pinch lined up, and the trap is down. That's a siphon for Elevate right there.
That siphon could be the difference maker for him. Zip doesn't have any shields. Needs to take a moment to just pop the minis.
It's a little bit of a reset here.
He's still in this too, so he didn't get knocked. He's not full eliminated yet.
Which is rough. You don't convert the Elim, you don't get the point either here. As Elevate is doing a great job on defense, but the Campfire heals down players as well. This is actually really, really smart of them to sit on the Campfire right now and just wait and buy time. Always looking to set up the phase through right there, trying to get through the build. Some shockwave comes out, and close but no cigar.
Such an intense fight between these two.
Oh no, someone thirsted.
Snappy, he went for the shot from the distance. There, you see him right there.
ベルスカ、あ、生きてる生きてる生きてる。ベルスカちゃんといるよ。
Using not only the rocks but also
Nice.
this metal that he had just built up for himself to get out of this.
Zip is the target of the server at the moment, as everywhere he moves, he cannot seem to catch a break, but he is going to find a little bit of that high ground real estate right here and hopefully ease up the burden, but nope, has to change.
ザインさん、日本勢いる？
いるいるいるいる。日本人いるよ。
Now let's go ahead and take a look.
あー、それは。もう音消えた。
I think I could have sworn I saw Funk there, but no, I think it was, that was Elevate. Apologies. That was Elevate that did get that.
But the secure was there. Moving on now, taking a look at the other side of the map. We have Stompy and Shinken still in the game. Mongra and Mitro, Benji and Savage, Aqua. All of these duos, very, very powerhouse duos here.
Yep.
Close by right now.
4 eliminations for Benji Fishy. 36 duos
ベンジ生き
remaining.
てるね。
It's going to be a loot late circle. So some water. Players will just have to build over. Nothing that these guys can't handle. Oh, a lot of open air though. Lots of open air.
All right, Benji's at 4 eliminations here.
He's been having a good game. They've been playing well.
Playing very good. 4
Just
elims.
the final moments, right?
This early in the game to have 4 elims is actually huge, and I love what they're doing right now, just fishing for damage, because Storm Surge, you never want to be under the pressure of the Storm Surge. They know that with 50 players in the lobby, dependent on the zone, Storm Surge will activate, excuse me. So Force Sinkers is the perfect tool, perfect utility to have.
Can take some damage down on any of these players, getting comfortable inside of a box. Now looking at this, got Vinny down low in a campfire. Saw Aiden and Sean there too. Had a few good moments for Aiden and Sean.
あ、やべ、すっげえがっつり見てた。見入っちゃってた。めっちゃもう普通に見入ってたわ。
Take a look at this stat right here. Damage dealt 842. The match average, every other player on average 176. That's not even enough to take out a player with shield and health. So they're doing a lot of work on this lobby right now, and they are here to play. Looks like they're going to find themselves another spot. This is actually an interesting spot, but it's all good because they have launch pads. They can get up and over this cliff lip right here, and they're backside safe. So all they have to do is protect their forward angles.
I understand we did get some moments of Mongrel earlier on as he's trying to see where players are going to start to make some moves. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, and we'll come back and see where they are currently.
Might.
Nice! Nice!
モングラル絶叫してやがる。
And that's why this is one of the best duos in Fortnite. Way to clutch up in those moments, man. Yeah, the nerves, they have to be shaking there. But Mongrel, just a steely stare. Love it. Love to see it.
Get out there and get yourself a duo that's going to clutch up for you today in the Fortnite game.
If your friend ain't doing it, drop him. You don't need him.
That's right, but you heard him. He said we're going to win loud and confidently. Mongrel and Mitro are here.
And they're here to win this game. That's the mission. But everyone else, all 33 duos that remain here have that same objective in mind.
気づいたけど。
That circle does work out for them.
1時くらいからやってんもんな。言うて。あ、でもそんな経ってねえな。
It's gonna hurt some people.
You either have to do damage or less than 50 players have to be in the lobby. So 6 individual players right now are under it. Yep, that's it. Gustavo gets owned right there. Is Wishy going to be able to do something about it?
Storm Surge in effect. Dubs and Mega once again. They're in second place in the leaderboards. 3 games have worked out very, very well for them.
And they can see that effect. You can see the Storm Surge around you.
51 players. Only 1 player needs to be eliminated, and that will be it.
Says, you know what? We balling. They out. They're going. They're trying to get that zone plan for placement right now. And do you blame them? Why not? They're in the lead right now. All they have to do is consistently skate through. They've gotten through the hardest part, the beginning. They're warmed up. As Mega is trying to fish around here and get a good spot in. Looks like they get themselves a little bit more real estate, but their pressure is in because the baller players come in.
Right in front of them, too. More defense having to be played here. It's kind of shades of Game 3 when they were in a similar spot, but this was from the high ground. This time, they'll be right in front of them. The action has cooled, though. They can take a moment to reset.
ああ、メガのボーラーが削られたな。
They did cost a fair amount of metal right there. Mega now on 300 metals, trying to inch his way to that fence nearby. Just doing a little bit of a material swap right there. Back to Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy with the minigun. The minigun's so good for pressure plays.
Spread out a few of those materials. Get ready for the potential movement. Snaking is what you would hear players often mention. They tunnel out, give themselves some coverage. You need a lot of materials for that. Then the artillery strike from up above, a new item that was added.
すげえ、ベンジーとサベージの行動がリンクした。全く一緒の動きしてた。
Move out of the blast area. 5 elims for Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy. 6 for Mitra and Mongrel. This has certainly been a dominant game for EU thus far.
Yeah, for sure. As Yuang takes out Rote right there, EU player is going to go down. Rote gets the trade out, though. Must have been the zone here as we are cutting across here. Mitra's trying to find some real estate here. Is he going to be able to set up? He's going for the high ground. little bit of a build up, but Mongo's
右から
got it
取り
under
に行く
control.
けど
He's got the high. Who's putting some pressure down?
Yeah.
取り行く
The
ね
shot straight across here, Golden.
Yeah, there was a duo right on the other side there that Mitro was
め
concerned
っちゃ動
about.
きが
So he
し
goes
てる
low. Then really, wherever you go, there are going to be players
あれ
looking right
ベ
at
ル
you.
スカいなくね
Sometimes you just manage to incur the wrath of the entire server.
あーやられ
Luckily for
た
Mitro,
か
that
ま
did
さ
not
か
happen quite yet. Saf, I just saw Saf get dropped.
やられたくせえ
Zane's
な
gonna be separated from his teammate there across the side, and that is the circle creeping on forward. It's going to be open air, open space for them, so the ballers will have space to move around and try to survive here. This is it. It's coming down to the final moments, Monster, for a lot of these players. The pressure's on.
Yeah, Saf has already been taken out, so Zayt is left to fend for himself here. Can he play for placement? We already know Mongo Mitro were split up. Can they find themselves amongst the chaos here? Aqua and Nyrox are holding up the high ground here as well, and that's a scary duo.
お赤
Way
が
up
ハイグラ
top,
取って
uncontested.
Not someone that you want to have
いる
up
ね
above you. Mitro, 6 builds remaining. After this,
一
doesn't
段
really
下ろした
have much left to work with, and the builds go away pretty much instantly. Zayt gets eliminated, so that's going to be the end of the duo.
モングラール
Currently
が
in first place in the standings,
やっ
but
たの
Mega
か
and Dubs is out as well.
あー
4
ミトロ
eliminations
が
for the duo, the bottom right of your screen. Mega very capable of being able to clutch this out by himself, but it will not be easy.
Yeah, Mongo actually just slips into the low ground too right now, so he is trying to stay alive here. Jumps into someone's box. It's Voron who gets taken out right there by Mongrel, so he's still in the running. Mega goes up and gets traded as well. Vinny's still here too. So many solos remain right now, but there are still several duos in the game here, Golden.
And the scariest duo is going to be up above. It's Aqua and
あーモングラールが
They're tarping this up, and they're putting down shots wherever they can. If they can get a few more eliminations,
減
a
る
few
ね
more
一
points,
気に
that
減る
will
ね
jettison them up the leaderboards.
Elevate has 7 elims as well right now. He has 7
エイ
already.
デンもやられ
Rojo jumps
て
out
る
of the
ね
box.
What a
Wolfie's
game.
still in the game.
Controller player talking to our boy Christian earlier. He mentioned he loves to get in the faces of players, and it has worked out for him thus far.
これ
Elevate
赤
is
勝
out
った
of
ん
the
じゃ
game.
ね
7 eliminations for him, 7 points, not bad at all, and you're going to get the
ベンジ生きてるベン
placements
ジ
to boot. Still Aqua and Nyrox up above. Then you got Benji Fishy in the game. 5 eliminations for him, 6 total with Mr. Savage's 1. Oh, there's a player in front of him. He pops up in front of him. Oh, that's so scary there, but Benji Fishy is eliminated by Sky.
Sky has been around the competitive scene for a long time, and for good reason right there. Nyrox now owning from the high ground, putting that pressure down. A shockwave was initiated right there, but it's not going to be enough. This is their map to control right here in the final moments. They're the only duo standing, Golden Boy.
This is their game to win. The cooler duo. Is this going to happen? As they're putting the pressure on these players down low. They're synergized, they're communicating, and they're ready to pick up this victory royale in Game 4.
He only has 10 builds, though. This is very intense.
That's where it gets
Both of
scary.
them don't have much here. He's going to put all the splashes down. Is
Aqua
that the
Black
decision
Knight
right
じゃん
there to commit? Looks
すげえ
like the shockwave is going to cause an eruption in the high ground, and now they're in the zone here. What's going to happen here?
We
This
got
is so
赤
close.
勝て
5
んの
players
かこれは
remaining. Few left as the shockwave is going to send him all the way up. Nyrox takes out Falconer down low, and he's wrestling with everyone. But Nyrox is out. Oh no, he does manage to get the elimination, and in the
赤が勝ったなすげえな
Royale. 7 eliminations for the duo. A big, big win for Nyrox and Aqua.
Huge play in the final moments right there. It's going to propel him to the high ground and allow him to work top down. But not only that, it chucks
やべえな
everyone into the zone for a couple of seconds right there. So it truly was the ultimate disruption right there.
The shockwave, the end of the game, will just change everything. The complexion of it all. And it's just everything that had happened right at the end here. Look at Nyrox. He just went down low. He wanted to get scrappy with him. He goes down. That's Sky and Chapix. And then it's Aqua who follows it up. Flew up right into the sky there.
That was actually
I also like looking at the player's face at these moments because the focus that he has. Ooh, man.
To hit your shots, you must hit your shots. Look at that. Stompy, Shinkin have talked about Aqua and Nyrox as players to look out for. They're scary competitors on the scene, and good to see them take a victory royale.
Yeah, in EU, right? So we've had 2 NA, 2 EU now. You know, getting a little scrappy out there.
Spicy.
I like to see it, right? Everyone's like, EU, where you at? NA, where you at? Right? But hey, that is the game, right? You never know what you're gonna get. Safin's 8 still hold on to first place, but it's only gonna be by 2 points. Dubs and Mega, they're looking for that victory royale. If they're able to get it, hey, they could find themselves in first. Vinny and Zexro in third place currently with 35 points, 5 shy of first place. Safin's 8 have to hold on to their title as the Kings of the Mountain. And in that last game, they just could not put it together. These last few games for this duo is going to be critical given how close this gap is between all of the players in the top 10.
That's right, and take a look at your next page here. We saw plenty of Spades and Crims winning that Paradise Palms kind of early interaction, but one loss sets them way back to the second page now because you have to continue to accrue points here. But look, Epic Whale still here as well. There's a lot of players in the running.
Yeah. Wild stuff from game 4. Excuse me.
ザインさん、順位下がりよるやん。
そやな。やばいよな。そろそろ時間大丈夫？20分しかないよ。
A massive shift for EU here. We all know that shockwave grenades can absolutely shift the balance of in-game, especially allowing you to propel yourself up and work your way top down to dominate and control what was the most exciting final moment.
ザインさん、準備しながら見てるな。
ああ、そうね。
A lot kind of hanging in the balance here, right? There's a big momentum shift for you, and you have the opportunity to kind of go any direction that you want. What's your plan?
Our plan is just to keep going what we're doing right now, just landing our spot.
いや、外が明るいよとか言おうとしたら全然明るくなかった。さすがにも誰もいねえよ。
ザインさん、そういや T シャツ買ってくるべき？
任せるけど俺金ねえ。返すの来月やけどいい？来月か再来月かなっつってなんつって。
Early engagements, man. That is just. I love seeing those fights with the gray weapons, right? You really can tell who can figure it out with not much to work with. That's always the challenge that players have to deal with in the beginning of a game.
ザインさん、余りそうだったら買ってくる。わら。
あざっす。あざあざの極み。
Aqua and Nyrox definitely showed up here today, and the resurgence of EU is maybe starting. We've got 2 more games to go, but I want to talk about
ザインさん、一個一個が高い剣わからん。
ストラップでいい。
And Vinny, we're gonna start off. GB, you were talking about early game engagements. This is one that's been going in the duo of Mongrel and Mitro's favor against Skeptic and Clicks in Neo-Tilted Towers. The pressure here from Mitro to find out exactly where the first player is. Mongrel up above, then targeting on both. They try to get in the same box at the same time. They go down and just continue pushing forward. Mongrel and Mitro, it's the second time that they win this engagement here today. And it's not stopping. They continue forward onto Volks and Parpy and just try to hunt down everything. There Clicks is trying to escape as well. And then this snipe here from Mitro. He actually, not only did he hit that, and they get right into it onto Zexro, he hit Vinny coming in with a driftboard right before this. So 1 elimination there for them. And then they had the engagement that we saw earlier. We're gonna go ahead and run it back because this clutch puts them perfectly in position at 4th place right now. And reminder that this was with Mitro down after all was said and done. There he goes down, and then Mongrel comes in right on cue. He does not let his teammate go down. You heard the reactions earlier, and it continued because Mongrel got 1 more elimination in this game, leading to the 8 eliminations total before they fell, not before earning placements points, though. So this game, not only did they take out Vinny and Zexro, which were in third place. They stopped them from accruing any more placement points, so they are inching their way closer. They're now in fourth place. They actually have the most elims out of everybody in the tournament so far on 20. So with 2 more games to go, we're going to see where they can leave themselves at the end. Back to you guys, GB and Monster.
Thank you so much, Vala, for the insight there. Everyone getting all ready for games 5 and 6. And then we crown our first ever Fortnite World Champion. Crazy to say out loud.
It's happening.
It's happening.
This is it. It's happening.
It's happening, right? Now, there have been a lot of duos that have been the talk of the town, but one duo in particular that have a lot of fans excited are Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage. And we did get an opportunity to catch up with them, and they're currently in 8th place. Can they climb up? Let's go ahead and check it out.
This is a scary duo. Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage.
Our communication is probably the best in the world.
I'm gonna rift us.
Yeah, go. I just think we're on another level.
Behind you. Double RPG, 3,
よいしょ
2, 1, go.
あーサベージじゃんやっぱり
This dual partnership has changed our lives. We've been able to accomplish so much more together.
He encourages me, I encourage him.
We're best friends, we're dual partners, and it makes me smile.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Check me again, bro. We're Savage. We're Benji Fishy, bro.
My name is Martin Foss Anderson, and I go by the name Mr. Savage.
My name is Benji Fish, and my in-game name is Benji Fishy.
One of the most terrifying duos coming out of Europe, period.
We live in different places, but we...
謎の動画挟むな
I live in Oslo in Norway, and Benji lives...
I live in Surrey in the UK.
And I travel to England to like meet him, see how he's doing here.
He has my back. If I ask him something, he'll help me out. We don't actually just play Fortnite. We play other games when we just want to have fun.
We have a lot of the same interests. He's always really humble. I love his personality. Yeah, we're great friends.
Oh, shoot. Alright, yeah. Alright.
I'm too good for you.
Oh, there's a guy northwest of me. He has an RPG, I'm not.
The reason why we're so good at playing duos is because we both have super good mechanical skills, good chemistry, and communication.
Okay, 120. Knocked one. Let's go, dude!
Everybody knew in the community that Savage was one of the best players in the world. He knows the game really well, so he makes really good calls.
Benji's just so insane at just eliminating people.
Benji Fishy is dialed in right now.
He just follows me perfectly. He fills in the gaps that I can't fill in.
You'd think a fish out of water would be harmless. Not this fishy. Not today.
People were definitely scared if they see some fishes running around Happy Hamlet.
You'd think fishes weren't really that scary, but Fortnite, it's quite the opposite.
We're in a really good state right now as a duo.
Let's just cross Loot Lake. I think there's people on the other side.
We're playing super well.
Players, they continue to go down like flies.
We've been practicing. It's really nice to, finally be able to
prove ourselves.
Benji Fishy Savage.
I think we're just going to show people how good we are.
Hey, look at that right there. Some fans of Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy. They were diabolical in the online qualifiers. And maybe just maybe,
so
these last 2 games, they could pull it up and get themselves
寝ねえけどあんま
3, maybe even first place. How crazy would that be?
Let's be honest, we've seen them do very well so far. Maybe not the performance they were looking for. I know they want to pull a victory. They have everything it takes. They can muscle up from 8th.
すっげえねみーよなんか変わってねえかなさすがに変わらんか ちょっと動かそう。手を動かそう。きつい。削除。はい。たまーにこれ挟むの面白いな。配置変えてんだよな、そういえば。ワールドカップ熱いな、やっぱ。間違った。どれだ。どうしよっかな。こうしたいんだよね、正直。もうバイクが走り始めたよ。あ、そういえばなんかな、勝手に設定が変わるのマジうぜえ。一旦抜けるか。じゃあ5時になったら終わろっかな。終わろっかな。普通にサイドでいいわ。階段でねえな。 眠い。起こした。一周やって終わるか。わ足りねえ。 時なんで、降ります。お疲れ様です。
ザインさん、大阪行ってきます。
ああ、行ってらっしゃい。お疲れ。じゃあね。お疲れ。で、待って、忘れとった。完璧に忘れとった。完璧に忘れとったことがある。うん。完璧に、これ開いて。
ザインさん、バイ。